Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Monday Sound Stream. Wait,
No, it's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday.
it is Wednesday. Why are we doing this on a Wednesday?
I think a storm happened.
Yeah, I think a storm happened, and for all intents and purposes, my internet was dead for 2 days here. So that's why we're doing this on Wednesday. What is this? What is this extra hat that's floating on my head?
It's grim. Just like how the Straw Hats. We're about to head to the Grand Line, and the storm, make them off course. You come back from the One Piece Cafe, and everything went off course for you.
Exactly. Yeah, I came back from my trip to the One Piece Cafe and also other things around Vegas because But I got my hat. I now have my Luffy straw hat. I've officially ascended to peak One Piece nerd.
The storm got the storm got so hectic that Cal somehow transformed to Wheels.
Yeah, say hi, Wheels.
Yes, I did. I took over.
I
think Chaos is fighting the government, though.
You know how in Justice League Unlimited Season 1's finale, when Bruce and John were dealing with the time shenanigans, and then John just temporarily turned into Hal Jordan for a second. That's what's happening now.
I brought up a reference like that the other night. How Project that times is literally Hal Jordan these days, where he'll just show up and be like, "Don't worry," because like Kaus was like, "Oh man, Project, you need to know what's going on," and Project just shows up, and goes, "No, I'm already aware of the situation."
Wow, that's pretty cool. At least we have some version of the most disastrous Green Lantern on our team, right? Anyway,
he's one of the best and also the worst.
Yes.
So wait. Was it Project is Hal?
Yes.
Project is very well, even to a T. Project is very Hal.
Yep.
So who's who's Hal? Who's Kyle, Guy, and John? Then
okay, so Soundout's probably gonna be Kyle because he's the Mexican you don't even know is a Mexican.
No.
Yep.
No, wouldn't he be Simon? Isn't Simon Hispanic? I forget.
No, Simon is Middle Eastern.
He's Middle Eastern, right?
Kyle Rayner Green Lantern is like he's mixed heritage, and they were like, oh yeah, his dad was Mexican, like 20 years after they created him.
Yeah, Soundout's Kyle. Soundout's Kyle Rayner. Soundout's 100% Kyle Rayner, the Mexican you don't expect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably Kaus is everyone's favorite ginger.
He's Guy.
Yeah, he has to be. Or when Kaus is really gung ho, he's probably John Stewart. Depends on the day. Ben's probably gonna say he's knowing Ben, even though people are like, oh, he's the John Stewart of your team because he's always like very very calm, and I'm like, no, he's actually Simon. He's probably gonna most likely pull a gun on you for the first few days.
Wouldn't Cal speak Booster Gold then? As we know, he is the best Green Lantern.
I think Spin Dash is the Booster Gold in this situation.
Because he's the newest guy.
Of the team as long.
Master Ben Ryan would be Simon Mass. Now I'll be. Was it Cairo from the Beyond timeline? Right?
Yeah, Cairo's cool.
And I'm like, Ryan, are you saying that because you're Asian?
Yes. There's no other Asian Green Lanterns from I know of. So
there's that one from the young adult graphic novel, Green Lantern Legacy.
I haven't read that one.
Yeah, that one's good. I like that. Spin Dash says Booster Gold. Well, I'll get a little floating robot, so I'll take it.
Yeah, but you'll turn evil later then.
Yeah, as Kamen Pikachu says. What was it? As much as I love this Green Lantern discussion, we should properly start the show, I think.
So welcome everybody in the chat. ARG, Dr. Grid, Jamie's Grill, Colin Pikachu, Lord Jaffrey, LPH, Master Ben, MJ Klein, Mohammed Diops, Muteki T, Sekuos, Spin Dash, Hellfire, Zeltrax, and Jamie's World, and Common JoJo. Welcome.
Did we use the cool participants feature?
Yes, I did that.
Awesome.
Yes, I did that. That was
yeah,
so
we learned that
helpful.
last week that there's a participants button. It helps. It helps us. Hey, Hellfire. So, anyways, recapping. So, yeah, no Monday stream. I was also tired on Monday because I got home super late on Sunday, so it all worked out. As Zeltrax and a couple of us have mentioned, please hit the like button on the stream really helps. But I went to the One Piece Cafe in Vegas, so now this is a haul stream. I'm just going to show you guys what I got. Got a t-shirt here. My friend actually bought me this t-shirt because I paid for the hotel, but it has the Straw Hat Crew on it. It's the artwork that's inside the cafe, which is super duper
Which I think is new. I don't think it's like reused like key art or anything like that.
Yeah, I want to say it is new art. This is the box that the Chopper hat cake came in, and it just has like the crew all around it, which I think is super fun.
Which looks like, I think Sound show me photo. It looks like you're eating Chopper's brain if you break his hat.
It's true because there's like pink cake and frosting inside.
Hey, Soundout.
Yes.
I think you need to be on tonight's stream for Hero Club since you screwed up the whole schedule.
I might have to be. It just depends on how things go over the next couple of hours.
Hey, why did all the other guys show up? What do you mean?
It sounds like Wheels. You make it sound like he sounds like shackled, like Jacob Marley or something like that.
He's gonna be shackled. I'm gonna whip this boy.
Anyways, the cool cups as well, and I bought, of course, I got a pin of Nico Robin because, it's Robin.
as soon as they make that figure, that's like gonna be like an instant pre-order, no matter what money you have.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be an instant pre-order. It's gonna be like, I'm not gonna wait for the U.S. release if she's P Bandai or something. I'm buying like the Japanese release. It's happening, and I also bought this mug, and this mug has like the wanted posters on it, and then when the hot water's put in, the pictures appear. So.
Because I've been watching reviews on the Storm Collectibles King of Fighters figures. I kind of want to see how they did Orochi's like multi-arms effect with the Robin figure art.
That'd be pretty cool.
Whereas like not posable arms, but just like you get this like peg into the arms to make it look like she has the multiple arms thing going on.
Well, on that note, though, I think it's time to get to the news because we have more. We have more news than we would have had.
I mean, what happened last week on the channel?
What happened last week and a half on the channel?
Because we didn't have a bonus video because of the store.
So last week on the channel we had Is Hasbro Really Slowing Down, which was an analysis of Hasbro's main toy lines and how things have been going there. That was a fun video to put together. Really enjoyed that. We also had the G.I. Joe viewing guide for all the movies and TV shows, which was also super fun.
Yeah. Fun. I really enjoy watching that video because it really kind of unlocked a lot of memories for me in the 2000s because I didn't like get into G.I. Joe fully in the 2000s, but like I remember those CG movies and especially watching Sigma 6. I don't know.
Yes, Ligma 6.
I essentially remember the CG movies because like I kind of miss back in the 2000s where they just make like direct-to-DVD CG movies like that. Like the instant one I get reminded of is the Rescue Heroes one as a little kid for me.
I never saw that one.
God, stop being a child.
I was too young.
God, stop being a baby.
No, you old people.
me just chasing Ryan around. Stop being a child. He's 22.
Go back to your senior citizens' homes.
There's literally a video of John Moxley calling one of his proteges a child. And they're like, man, he's only 16. And I'm like, to be a wrestler, you need to at least be above 18. And the guy's clearly 24. And he's calling him 16 all the time. About why he won't let his 16-year-old protege not drink coffee.
I would say with Sigma 6, it's one of those things where I understand why people don't like it. But like, man, as a kid, those toys were like the coolest thing ever.
Oh, I love those toys.
They're like so cool. And like I actually did because after that video, I did rewatch or watch more Renegades and rewatch some Sigma 6. I actually think Sigma 6 is not as bad as people think. It's you just view it in the lens of it's a cheesy Saturday morning
very
cartoon.
for kids, and that's
yeah.
It's like if you like other 4Kids stuff, you'll love it. If you absolutely hate the way 4Kids does stuff, you probably won't like it. It's just how it is.
I think. It just kind of has that cheese, and I like the cheese of it. Renegades, God, honestly, the more I watch it, I go like, how was this like quote unquote made for kids? Because honestly,
that show gets dark. It's great.
Yeah, because I just watched the episode 6, the first part of the Snake Eyes origin episode. How accurate is that origin to Snake Eyes?
Pretty solid. That was like I think one of the better origin adaptations for Snake Eyes.
Yeah, because I think some people don't realize how the Snake Eyes movie also, but I think people forget Snake Eyes white He's not Asian.
Yeah.
He's a white dude. Yeah.
He's a white guy raised by a bunch of Asians.
Exactly, yeah. Master Ben says Soundout should review the 4 Kids One Piece. No.
Yeah.
But the thing with Renegades, it's the closest to the original Snake Eyes origin from the comic that you can get without it being an adaptation of a Vietnam War story.
Because didn't Resolute adapt the Vietnam stuff?
It did, yeah. I like Resolute. I don't mind saying I like Resolute. I think we've gotten far enough away from it that's not a hot take anymore.
I mean, thinking about the current landscape of G.I. Joe, because I would say, like, I think my favorite thing I would say about G.I. Joe is the most misunderstood franchise of all time, because I think so many people see the main real American hero and just think it's U.S. military propaganda. And I really don't
That's the problem, is because it started as that. It
started as that.
It started as that, and then they kept the title when they decided to become a secret agent group made by America and the... That's the problem? The problem with G.I. Joe is, it started out as hoorah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think also the problem was the movies leaned into the military angle.
American.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, I think one of the phrases of the series that I think a lot of people should realize is average. Like, they're called G.I. Joe because they're a group of average Joe, like your everyday Joe. I always like that.
America's highly trained special mission force was like the ethos of the '80s toy line, and it's evolved to, like, they are average people doing their best, but they're the best at what they do. They're like Wolverine. It's like a team of Wolverines. No wonder Larry Hama wrote Wolverine.
That's the appeal of G.I. Joe for me. Is just seeing all these people from different nationalities working together to stop terrorists. Oh, super chat from Kamen Jojo. Give me a mini review of Ultimate Spider-Man comics. Which one?
Okay, I'm just gonna assume that it's the old one. Okay, good. I was like, the current one I have so many thoughts on, it takes too long. The original Ultimate Universe Spider-Man comic, I have never read it in full, but it is so much like was a great way to enter 2000s era Marvel comics. And for me as a kid, the thing that stuck out to me most about it was the Venom storyline because of the video game. And
yeah, I grew up with the video game.
Yeah, and that video game goes hard. Like, the first mission with Venom has you eat a child. It's amazing. Anyways, but the thing I found about that comic is that it went super modern, and if you read it at the time, you're like, yeah, this is Marvel Comics in a lot of ways, and it really helped stabilize Marvel post-bankruptcy. Now, going back to it nowadays, I tried starting from the beginning, like a few years ago. I was like, maybe I should read all of it, like on Marvel Unlimited, and could not get through a few issues.
I might tell you.
The further I've gotten from the early 2000s, the more I just don't want to be part of it anymore.
Okay, I'll tell you. My friend, speaking of, my friend recently read, because he got, when he was getting into comics, he got, because it was on sale, he got the second Dick trade of Bendis' second original Miles run. Man, I haven't read that. Because I haven't read the first arc because I had that as a kid. But hearing what he described to me of that second trade of Miles really shows. Oh yeah, now I understand why people did not like Miles before into
racist back then. But they leaned heavily into his black culture.
It really screams old white dude tries to ride black teenager.
Which is exactly what Bendis has done his whole career. Have you ever read Naomi?
Yeah.
Or Iron
hearing him describe how Miles' mom died in that comic was really, ooh, stretch collar, ooh, that age horribly. And such. So my god. Also, original Ultimate Taskmaster is lame.
I will say, the only Ultimate Universe comic from the original Ultimate Universe that I've read in full was Fantastic Four, which when I got over the Mark Millar, Greg Land, two-hit punch of awful, it was actually pretty good at the end. But the arcs after that.
I mean, hey, look, we could thank that comic to have the maker, and without the maker, we wouldn't have the new Ultimate Universe.
It's true. Psycho is reminding me it's the first stream of the month. I kind of forgot that, to be honest. It happens.
All right, so
I just gifted 5 memberships.
Message for Jason. Anybody else? There you go. Psycho Woes. I can't pronounce that name. Scrubboard Gaming and Mohammed Faisala.
Yeah. I gotta work on you guys' pronunciations when I do the shout-outs. They'll be in next... By the way, I know we just gifted 5 memberships. Tomorrow's video will not feature these memberships because I already are in the shout-out because I already made...
Well, tomorrow's a short.
Tomorrow's a short. Oh, yeah. So, God, I'm thinking way too ahead. Tomorrow's a short. Friday's another short compilation because this week... It was Canada Day on Monday. It's 4th of July tomorrow. I'm taking the week off of working outside of doing this, so, you know. Anyways, the Soundout Mystery Shorts compilation Volume 1 came out Monday. It just is a bunch of shorts thrown together, which is pretty cool. And there will be another shorts compilation on Friday, and there will be... Let's go look at the shorts from last week. Last week it talked about...
The Ultraman one did very well.
Yeah. Ultraman recommendations, reviewed issue 29 of Radiant Black. Shout out to the people that make Radiant Black for sending that. And then finally reviewed Rino Ichikawa this week. I put that off too long. But the other thing on top of that is that tomorrow's short will be some video from my visit to the One Piece Cafe. So there you go. That'll be fun. All right. You guys ready to get in some
news? I remembered I have to go clip something.
Go clip something. Have fun. All right, we're going to get to the news. The news. All right. First up, the G.I. Joe Real American Hero Compendium Collection Kickstarter, the hardcover collections of the original G.I. Joe comic, it ended at $3,765,103. It is the most funded Kickstarter ever for comic books. It went through... all of the special mission stretch goals. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 more cards, plus they added Zap. So 11 more cards were added on top of everything else. So this is just going to be coming with like a ton of stuff. If you missed out on it and want to get in on it, they are taking late pledges. So if you want to do late pledge, you can do that and then fill out stuff in the backer kit, or however that works. But that is officially concluded. I would expect that Transformers and IDW, G.I. Joe, and others are going to be doing these because, yeah, this did very, very well. This exceeded expectations. So, Yep.
I think it did better than even. I think it even did better than most all Haslabs.
Yes, it did better than almost all Haslabs. All right. On this note, the Star Wars Mos Eisley Cantina Haslab is almost funded. It's at 7,295 backers of the 8,000 needed to get the initial playset made. We talked about, it's at 7,319. It's moving up. There's 5 days, 6 hours left. So if you're wanting to get in on it, you got to do it soon. But that is available. You guys can look at the details. There was a Star Wars podcast that did a Hasbro interview. This guy, Mau Nadon, also known as Hammerhead from the Vintage Kenner line, one of the Cantina aliens. He hasn't been in Vintage Collection yet, and he is coming to Vintage Collection as a retail release. So if you needed him to justify your purchase of the Cantina, then he's getting made. Hey, Fighter Cows, how's it going? And so the Cantina's moving on up, and
he's not in the call, but he'll be here in spirit.
Yes, he's going to hear us. You're going to hear him soon. So if you guys are wanting to get in on this, it's the last week, so it's time to back or not back. I'm personally not backing because I don't do Vintage Collection. So
also, I don't think you have space.
I don't have space, but I also don't have any figures to put in it. Spin Dash, I agree. He said that this will probably get made. But I doubt the
we summoned him. We summoned the cows. He's here.
He's here. It's funny. Wheels and Cows never seen in the same place at the same time. Wheels steps away. Cows shows up. Look what happens. Say hi, Cows.
I saw. Hey, what's up? I saw that Cantina stuff.
Yeah.
That none of us are gonna buy, but
I hope. I'm glad it's looks like it's gonna fund because I wanted people to at least have the Cantina. Figures can always find another way, but that Cantina was only gonna get made through this. So, that is good. I'm glad to see it's going well because, I want these things to succeed. Like, sometimes I get snarky about it, but, like, I do want things to succeed because I know people want them. And as always, I wanted the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider Haslab exactly as it was, but, it didn't happen.
Hey, look, there's a chance. There's there's a chance he might. He's a chance.
There's a chance. I have a chance now that he's going to be coming, and that's great. Okay, I think it's time to get into our news. We have a new feature on the streams. It's called I'm using a private browsing window, which Hellfire suggested. So hopefully we don't have any screw ups where companies keep trying to dox me.
I don't know why none of us thought of this earlier.
I don't either, and it's a little bit. It takes me like about 30 more seconds to prep links because I need to drag the link over to the private browsing window. Because if I just click it, it'll just open normal. But I think it's worth it in the long run.
The added security of not doxing yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah. All right. First things first. We have one piece of Blu-ray news. It's the Hanna-Barbera series Top Cat coming to Blu-ray from Warner Archive.
I love Top Cat.
Yeah.
Isn't Top Cat like really big in like Brazil or like in
us Latin Americans do love Top Cat.
Yeah. Yeah, he's super popular. So this is great. It's going to be all 30 episodes on 4 discs coming from 4K scans of the camera negative, and it'll be a 1080p HD master. The complete series plus bonus features.
That's pretty good. That is 1080. I wasn't even expecting that. So,
Kamen Jojo asks, "How do I renew the membership?" I think you click the join button. It should give you the option there. Assuming that's the membership.
Yes. There's like a join. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now it's not for me because I'm a member at the moment.
Yeah.
It should be next to subscribe, right?
It should be right next to subscribe. I'm gonna go look myself.
Yep. Yeah. It's
yeah. It's right next to subscribe. That should give you the options. Anyways, I'm happy to see Top Cat. I'm hoping we get more Hanna-Barbera shows. They've been working their way through them for a while. All right, let's go to comic book news. There was a lot of good headlines. First of all, we've been seeing Duke, Cobra Commander, Scarlet, and Destro set up a G.I. Joe comic set in the Energon universe, the combined Transformers and G.I. Joe universe. And officially launching this November will be G.I. Joe #1 by Joshua Williamson and Tom Riley, the team that brought us Duke. And they gave us this cool wraparound cover to look at and speculate on.
Can't wait. I can't wait.
I'm pretty excited about this because I've loved the miniseries leading into this. I like that we're seeing mostly characters we've seen established so far. Rock and Roll, Clutch. We've seen Stalker, we've seen Duke, Cover Girl. But then Baroness from the Free Comic Book Day special. She's on the G.I. Joe team this time. I don't know who this guy is with the shotgun, though. He seems new to me. He might be somebody new. And we got some bats, Tomac Zaymot, that tall dude I can't remember the name of.
Maverick?
Maverick, yeah. Scrap Iron, Cobra, Destro, and I don't know who the sharpshooter is either. She's a mystery to me. So it does seem like we have some new characters, which is cool. I always like it when stuff introduces new characters, right?
I'm like, oh, you don't know either? Well, dang.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped. So that's coming out in November.
I love Josh. I love Joshua Williams' work, and I love his G.I. Joe stuff. Really love his G.I. Joe stuff, so I can't wait.
I will say, and this is no shade to Joshua Williamson, I love his work when he's not trying to do an event comic for DC.
No, that
is not his realm. Every creator has strengths and weaknesses. Joshua Williamson's weakness is oh, thank you, Jim Green. Mercer. Mercer's the big guy.
Mercer, okay. Are we talking about the Dark Crisis or House of Brainiac?
Crisis,
I think House of Brainiac's pretty strong. I think House of Brainiac's pretty strong. Personally,
what was the Batman one he did? Fear State,
something like that. I'm not sure. I haven't read that one. I think House of Brainiac. I haven't read the finale yet, but I think House of Brainiac's pretty strong. Maybe because that's just included to Superman and not just whole DC universe.
I will not tell you what happens at the end of House of Brainiac. I think House of Brainiac's been like one of his stronger events, but yeah, editorial may have ruined House of Brainiac a little bit, just a smidge. Anyways, not getting into comic book spoilers. Let's talk about a comic book I have zero interest in. From the X-Men from the Ashes era, we have Sentinels, a 5-issue miniseries by Alex Packnadel and art by Justin Mason. this is the weirdest like team. Essentially, it's just like 4 characters that were introduced during prior events that were left behind, and now they're a team.
Okay, I was worried because I had no idea what this is. Like, I thought it was Prime Sentinels, but I'm like, maybe it's not Prime Sentinels. Like, what's going on here?
Oh, Corey Robinson, that's a good point. The sniper is probably the lady from Jestro #1. Yeah. That would make sense. Anyways, so basically, the Sentinels are going to be government agents that go after mutants.
Yeah, but they already are. Excuse me. Is that what they already are?
Yeah, but now they're people that have Sentinel armor.
So it's not Prime Sentinels. They're just Sentinel armor people. Okay.
I have like 0 interest in this, personally speaking. By the way, you can say you're a madman.
Oh,
this is the better
I'm
looking
getting
characters.
like 90s vibes, but not good 90s vibes. If that makes any sense.
That definitely not good 90s vibes. I finished the Krakoa era this week, by the way. On
the good one or a whimper.
It ended on a good one. They managed to, considering the whole fall of the House of X section of Krakoa was a disaster. It at least ended good. And
that's good.
The thing was, I read every single Krakoa era X-Men book from 2019 to now, and the one thing I don't want is a ton of X-Men to read every week. It was exhausting with there being like 17 books concurrently going on in Krakoa between ongoings and miniseries. Anyways, Mystique's got another comic. So Mystique, Declan Shavley is doing.
Where's her wife?
Writing and art. Where is Destiny? Literally, Destiny and Mystique just got married in the last Krakoa. Like the Krakoa epilogue was essentially Destiny and Mystique's wedding. Where are they? Why are they not together? Why does this not mention Destiny? And why is this, it mentions Destiny once. Basically, this is my thing now. It says, on Krakoa, Mystique reunited with her wife Destiny and forged new relations with their children, Rogue and Nightcrawler. Now that the mutant nation has fallen, Mystique's vicious methods are required once more to protect mutants everywhere. And then it just goes on and not talk about Destiny. Like, why is this not like a
duo
book? Yeah. It's a 5-issue miniseries. Declan Shavley's talented. Let me just talk about my problem. What the hell, Marvel? So this is a Wikipedia page. This is every announced X-Men from the Ashes title so far. I may remind you, the first X-Men from the Ashes thing is X-Men #1, which hits July 10th. This has not started yet, and we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ongoings, 3 miniseries, an Infinity comic, Avengers tying in, and an Apocalypse 4-issue miniseries that's kind of a prologue. That's like 14 books. But that start between, like, they're spacing it out, so they start between July and October. But, like, that's 14 books already, like, off the top. And I'm already tired, and it hasn't even started yet.
It's not like when DC did Dawn of DC. They were at least different heroes. This is just one specific part of the Marvel Universe.
And I also want to add that, like Kyle says, meanwhile, Ultimate has 4 ongoings and 1 prequel comic. Yeah, I like that. I could do all the Ultimate stuff and keep up with all of it easily. I look at this and I'm exhausted because I just went through 5 years of this with Krakoa.
Did you say 14 books?
14 books, yes.
I'm going to dust off a chestnut from The Simpsons and say, please eliminate 3.
Yeah. Seriously. I don't know how long some of these books will last, whatever, but like
I think a lot of those are going to be miniseries. I think like the main ones are the main 3.
I think the ones listed as ongoing, they're guaranteed 10 issues, but if they get beyond that, we'll see, right?
I think the main book at least will be on like the main.
I like how they said, oh, we're gonna go for a slow rollout, and so X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, and Exceptional X-Men will be like the 3 anchor titles, and then I'm like, but I'm looking at all this, I'm like, how many? This is like too much. And the thing is, at least now the mutants are kind of scattered a bit. So now the thing with Krakoa is that once you started reading one, you had to read them all because everything was taking place centered around the island they all live on. This at least are scattered, so I'm like, I feel like I can just ignore some of these books.
Yeah, that's what I'm just gonna read the main 3 books. Jed McKay, Gail Simone, and what was the was X Forces was the third,
Exceptional
or what was
X-Men.
Exceptional X-Men? Yeah, I'm gonna read those main 3.
I'm definitely going to be getting X-Men and Uncanny X-Men monthly. I may keep Exceptional X-Men monthly, depends on how it is, because that's one I'm like not sure about. I'm going to be reading Storm monthly because it's Storm, and Wolverine. I wasn't going to read monthly, but then they showed that Nightcrawler is going to be like a secondary. It's like the secondary character in the book, and now I'm like, oh, maybe I do need to read Wolverine, but maybe I'll just wait till later to read it. I'm not going to read any of the miniseries monthly. I'll catch them on Marvel Unlimited if I feel like it. I'm not going to read Sentinels. I'm not going to read Phoenix. There was too much Jean Grey Phoenix going on at the end of Krakoa for me to care about a Phoenix comic right now. I don't have any interest in the way they're doing X-Force or X-Factor. So, like, for me personally, I'm just going to read X-Men, NYX, Uncanny X-Men, Wolverine, and Storm. And go from there. But I hope they stay separate. I hope they don't go, oh, you actually do need to read them all, because I probably will just drop all of them. Because that's where I'm at. I did this for 5 years. Why are we doing this again? And some people pointed out, too, X-Men solo books have historically not sold very well. And yet we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these books are solo books. So
that's like half of it.
We'll see what happens. No Storm comic's been longer than 12 issues. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. This chart does not include all the Wolverine they're putting out this year, too.
Yep.
Yeah. So, moving on. We hadn't talked about these prior, but DC is releasing these editions. They start coming out now, called DC Compact Editions. DC Compact Comics. These are smaller size books. They're like a little bit bigger than manga.
They're what you
They're
call,
not digest size. They're smaller than digest size.
Okay, so I got I think there might be the same, because I know Marvel has something similar to them. What I don't even know what they're called, but they had their own like $10 book range stuff also. But the thing is, those are really aimed for younger readers because they have a lot of like I have like 2 Kamalas and a Squirrel Girl and Champions, and I think there's a Miles one. So, which I find interesting. These are just like they're not specific for kids. These are different. I mean, watch get your little Jimmy Joker and Watchmen
or American Vampire. Well, the cool part about this is that, most of them are mature titles, actually, I'm looking at it now. Most of these are adult titles. But the thing that's cool about these is that when I say you should read Far Sector, it's the best Green Lantern comic ever made, right now, or no, as of a week ago, the only way to read Far Sector was a DC Universe subscription or a $30 trade. Now I can say, read Far Sector, it's the best Green Lantern comic of all time, and you can get it for $10. It's a smaller size, sure, but that's cheaper than a manga. Because manga are now 12 on average everywhere. So I just go off Viz prices is what average prices are. So
I hate you, Comedy.
Right? But the fact you can just buy Watchmen for $10, the fact you can buy Hush for $10.
I can't wait to get the 1D book, because I mean, $10 for like a whole 1D run. Like, hey, even if it's not like great, it's cheap.
So the first wave, Watchmen and Batman Court of Owls were the first 2 to come out. Far Sector just came out this week, so everyone go read Far Sector. It's the best Green Lantern comic ever made. I'm not going to shut up about it. It's so good.
Well, is it as good as Lanterns? Because I love Lanterns.
It's better. It's better. It takes the Green Lantern premise and elevates it. Anyways, so that was the first wave. The next wave has been announced. Not next wave, that's a Marvel book. The next wave has been announced for next year. So in May, you can get Kingdom Come, Static Season 1. June will have...
Read that, people. Static Season 1. So good.
Also, I'm happy to see a Milestone book on here, because I was kind of worried the Milestone books are just like, we're stopping, because there hasn't been anything for a minute.
I was like, really good. Just like, we haven't got
Clearly they're cooking in the background, because they haven't dropped Milestone. DC
Milestone makes books? What are you talking about?
They never do. For the last like 2-3 years.
Yeah, it's just nothing this year.
They make books?
They do.
Well, technically wasn't Static. No, they don't. Static ended last year. I keep
Yeah.
thinking it was.
It just got the trades this year, or the hardcovers this
Yeah.
year. Anyways, so Deceased by Tom Taylor, Superman, Batman Book 1, Batwoman Elegy, which is like the iconic like first Batwoman storyline, and one of the best Superman origins ever written, Superman Birthright, and that's only the starting lineup for 2025.
Please read that one. I don't read. I don't dislike John Byrne's Superman, but that's not. I don't think that. I think a lot of the misconceptions of Superman came from that run.
Yes.
The John Byrne Man of Steel run.
I highly recommend Superman Birthright. It's really, really good.
I mean, is the Batman Superman? Is that what Public Enemies is adapting? Right?
Yeah,
it's
the
DC
series.
anime.
Yeah, the Superman Batman movies that were based on that Superman Batman run. Birthright was Mark Waid. Jeff Johns did Superman Secret Origin, which was a little too Christopher Reeve. Like, a little bit too much on the Christopher Reeve nostalgia there. But they are doing a Kingdom Come documentary, as Kyle mentioned. There'll be a documentary on how they made Kingdom Come, which is pretty cool. So, I like it's a good mix of...
I love Alex Ross, by the way. Kingdom Come is one of my favorites.
And now you can get a $10 small edition that's like travel sized. So,
that's cool.
Yeah. That's like, I think there was somebody that said they're hoping to get these into airport bookstores. So it's like while you're traveling, you're like, oh hey, let me read Far Sector or let me read Superman Birthright, like on my flight.
I mean, this is nice because I mean I've been really feeling down on DC's trade because they've been horrible releasing their stuff on trade recently. So it's nice like to make up for it. At least here's some older stories they release for a cheap price at least.
One of my favorite things too is the fact it says DC Compact Comics, and then it puts the genre there. So All-Star Superman's listed as fantasy, Batman's listed as mystery, Far Sector's listed as science fiction. So that way somebody doesn't even know the character can go, oh, that's the type of genre I like picking up. So.
I think that's the thing about comics. I think some people just think, oh, all comics are superheroes. No. Each superhero has their own genres. I think having that there is helpful for people to go.
Yeah.
All right, I want to get the superheroes, but I like a specific genre. So seeing fantasy.
There's genres.
Mystery.
There's not just superheroes.
Yeah.
We're gonna need Darklaw to tell Alex this, Mr. Anti-superhero hater.
Right. Anyways, yes, Smith the Crow, these are physical. I might just have to next time I'm making an order for books, which is probably in a couple weeks because Marvel's bombarding me with Epic collections.
It's not. You got my cheese whiz.
Maybe. I might pick up the Far Sector Compact Edition and do a short on it to give you guys an idea how they are. Because I love Far Sector. I don't mind buying it again.
I heard the quality's good. The page
I keep
quality.
Thinking you're going to talk about Farscape instead of Far Sector.
Yeah.
Oh no, not Battlefield Earth, Jerry.
I still love that.
I think this is a brilliant idea, and I hope it's successful, and I'd love to see Marvel and Image also follow this, because I hope
someone in the chat picks up that one.
I hope so, too. Anyways, I will probably pick up the Far Sector one from my usual place, and that way I could do a comparison video and have a little short about it, because I think that'd be helpful. Okay, in the world of large-size hardcovers, IDW start listing some more books on Penguin Random House's catalog, including Sonic the Hedgehog, the IDW Collection, Volume 5, scheduled for March 18th. We kind of get one of these every March. This will be containing issues 41 through 50, as well as the Imposter Syndrome miniseries, and Dr. Starline is on the cover instead of Amy.
It's the whole Surge arc there. I think we're glad Starline has the cover because spoilers, but he goes bye-bye after this run, these issues.
It's kind of like people were upset when they didn't put Donatello on the Ninja Turtles covers for a while, but they had to get in Krang before he was killed.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, it's not. I mean, it does kind of frustrate me because it's we get these only one per year. Because I would like to replace my single trays with these so badly. We had to wait whole years for these to come out.
That's my thing with the Ninja Turtles is I have all the single issues for all the IDW Ninja Turtles, and I'm like, finish it already. I want to be done with these singles. Of all the minis, I can't get rid of my singles of the main Ninja Turtles. I've tried to do it a couple times, and I just can't because it's I collected that for 13 years. But all the side stories and miniseries, I don't care about as much. So anyways, that's the next volume of that. And then speaking of Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the IDW Collection, Volume 17. This is actually interesting because normally, for the last couple years, the TMNT books have been every July. This one's coming out in April, which says to me we're getting Volume 18 next year as well, like maybe in like August, September.
Because that will finish the original run, right?
Right, because this volume... So, for context, the IDW Ninja Turtles had this big crossover event called the Armageddon Game, which they're releasing the entire Armageddon game in a deluxe hardcover that's $80. That's a separate thing. It's not supposed to be part of the IDW collection.
The IDW collection.
It's just if you want that crossover in one big chunk, that's what that is. Spindash says, "What's Nosferatu doing on the TMNT book?" That's Rat King, and he's very Nosferatu.
He's a god. He's a demigod.
Yeah.
This continuity.
So Volume 16, which comes out, I think, next week, Volume 16 has the prequel issues to Armageddon Game. It's just like the beginning of it. This is the majority of Armageddon Game, but not all of it. So this is issues 133 to 137, Alliance 1 through 5, and Armageddon Game 1 through 6. So what we're missing is Ninja Turtles 138 and 139, Alliance 6, and Armageddon Game 7 and 8. So this isn't a complete Armageddon game. It is leading from the previous volume. Then the next volume will have to have 138 through 150. Maybe also there's the 2023 annual, and then maybe Untold Destiny of the Foot Clan. We're not sure if that's going to land in this phase or the next phase, because it's kind of a mini series that bridges both. But so the thing is, if you're collecting these, don't buy that Armageddon Game hardcover, because you're gonna have to. You buy the Armageddon Game hardcover, you could skip 17, but 18 is gonna have stuff that's not in that Armageddon Game hardcover. So if you're going in on the IDW hardcovers, skip that Armageddon Game one, because it'll be spread across, essentially spread across 3 volumes. So I'm glad we got that confirmed now, but that is what's happening. So I just wanted to inform everybody in case they are trying to find out, should I buy this volume that's coming out soon?
Nope.
No. If you just want Armageddon Game though, yeah. But if you're buying the IDW collections, skip it. They're putting them into the IDW collections. So, we got a lot of entertainment news, guys. You ready for this? There's gonna be some fun stuff. Hot takes are gonna be dropped. People are gonna die.
They usually are.
I didn't actually mean that. YouTube, don't listen to me.
No, listen, please listen. I want to see where this goes.
No, don't listen.
No, we're 45 minutes.
Especially if you're bad.
We're 45 minutes in. We're safe from YouTube demonetizing
us. Yeah. By the way, update, guys. If you're wondering where my D3 review is, still in dispute. Yep, I check it every day, and still in dispute. Okay, let's start with... I balanced the news so we could talk about good things, bad things, good thing, bad things, that kind of thing.
Maniacs, good idea, bad idea.
Exactly. I did cut some stuff from the stream that was more teasy things. I'm kind of keeping up with concrete stuff because, had to cut some stuff down. All right, first up, we have a missing song from Digimon Frontier's English dub now just exists. Has existed for a couple months. Nobody knew about it until recently. In episode 30 of Digimon Frontier, they did this flashback for Koichi, and it featured this uniquely composed song called Fly Away, Darkness in My Heart, and we've never had a clean version of it. Someone just straight up asked an audio engineer from the series if they had the song, and they did, and now we have a full, clean version of it.
Is that easy?
There's some other songs that I wish we could do that with.
Right.
So, can we ask him to release the full Frontier US
soundtrack? Yeah, it's
soundtrack?
like, how much Frontier soundtrack does he have?
Yo, no, the better part, them. Yo, so do you got the Savers ones next?
Basically, this shows that you should never give up hope that music assets are completely lost, but not also hold on to, it just takes somebody uploading it. Don't wait for companies.
Exactly.
Sometimes you just gotta do it yourself.
I mean, speaking of Digimon, have you heard the weird news about why Ghost Game didn't get a home media release in Japan? Also,
boy.
I heard about that, and I thought it was a little bit A little bit infuriating and also just kind of annoying. I didn't want to talk about it.
I need to know now.
Sum it up, Ryan. Do a quick summary.
It was like Toei doesn't, or I don't know if it was Toei or Band, but they didn't want to deal with the home media release or something like that, from what I remember, and they just want to have it on streaming.
They wanted it on streaming, and they said that that's because of the decline in interest in home media in Japan. And I'm like, I'm sitting here like, it's because you guys charge $400 for a single show.
Yeah, exactly. Japanese Blu-rays are
like how much? Like isn't like a 5-episode volume like $50 over there?
I ran the numbers, and as much as we can complain about $104 for Gundam Witch from Mercury for the U.S. release, it's $450 for the Japanese one. So
oh, God,
they never adjusted it. What they did, essentially, what the Japanese home media market did, is they were on this very rental-heavy track, so they didn't want to charge. They didn't want things to be too cheap, so they wanted rentals keep going. And their rental thing lasted so long, it just became streaming.
Yep.
So that's where it's at. But
anyways, yeah, if you think the streaming is really bad, you think the whole streaming physical media stuff is bad in the US, it's not great over in Japan.
Yep. Like, and Sony's like, we're not even going to make recordable Blu-rays anymore. Like...
in Japan.
They're still making Blu-ray. They're still making Blu-rays in Japan. They're just not making the ones that you can record stuff onto. Yeah.
Yeah, that whole news got out of control.
I saw that news. And
it all got blown out of proportion.
The way the headlines were worded made it seem like they were just stopping Blu-rays in general.
They're going to still be. They'll still be printing pressed Blu-ray discs, but the recordable format that you can like record things at home, they're just like nobody's buying it because everybody's just got streaming and downloads. So
makes sense, actually.
It's not that insane as people like to make it up to be. All right, let's see. The other news for Digimon is that anyone that's denied that Atmon are Digimon and say that they're not Digimon, there's some weird spinoff.
Even though it's called Digimon Universe.
Even though it is very obvious they have been Digimon since the beginning. You cannot argue with anyone anymore about this because they have added the Atmon section to the Digimon Encyclopedia on the official website. They are canonically Digimon. They are a different type of Digimon, hence being Atmon.
I like that. I like the idea of them being like a subspecies. I think that's a really good move. A good move is making like a subspecies.
I always call them Digimon.
Exactly. They're still Digimon. But they're like app-based Digimon. It's kind of like
it's like how birds are semi-related to dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly. Spit the Crow says, "Why didn't Atmon get dubbed?" Toei wasn't investing in Digimon at the time, and the show was heavily involved in a toy line that they weren't bringing out anywhere outside of Japan.
Yeah, so and that's why
the fact we even have it on Crunchyroll is kind of a miracle, to be honest.
Like Colon and Ghost Game were just by themselves. Like there were tie-ins, but not like toy line tie-ins.
The other day someone thought I was serious about a joke I made about how the Ghost Game dub is going so slow. I made a tweet that I thought no one saw, and someone DM'd me and said, "Yo, tell me for real, fam, did you become a voice actor and get in the Ghost Game dub?" And I just said, "Bro, that I was just joking about how bad it's been about the updates about the Ghost Game dub."
Yeah,
that's funny right there.
Fun thing too, Dopemon finally has been seen. Dopemon was a canceled Atmon chip, and he never appeared in the anime, and he wasn't in the 3DS game, but he exists now. We have art of Dopemon. He
lives! I live!
Yep, so artwork that didn't exist on the original website is now here. We've got full details. If you go to LCD Toy History, which, this has been the case at events and books and stuff, like the Digimon LCD Encyclopedia, they've now added the Apply drive to the LCD history page as well. Would
Dopemon before now be like a quote-unquote lost media Digimon then?
Practically,
before this?
Yeah. Practically. Because we just had like a sprite of him, I think. We didn't have proper art because he never got an Atmon chip. But was it
sounds in the Apply drive, but then it's chip-based. You couldn't really hack that, really.
Yeah. Because the thing is, I own every Atmon they made a chip of, and my Apply drive Duo says I'm still missing 5 because they just didn't.
You should make you should commission someone to make a 3D printed chip to print this new image on, just to say, haha, I have them all now.
Might do that. That'd be fun. All right. Next up, let's talk Batman Caped Crusader because they put a trailer out, and that means we have footage and video of it, and voice acting
Yeah, go
and music. Cows, did you see this trailer?
Which one? No.
Okay, let me send you the trailer, and you can watch it while Ryan and I give thoughts.
Yeah, he needs to see the edge, the cringe, and the awesome. It's a lot of things, man. It's a lot of it's a lot of things.
It's a lot of things. And
Hellfire. Do they have the list of Atmon chip on the LCD selection?
No, they do not. Which I wish they did, because I've been trying to find like a master list, and there just isn't one that exists. So, yeah. All right, Cows, you can go watch that trailer while we talk about this.
All right, Sal, you go first. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this. I wonder if it's the same as me.
This trailer makes me actually irrationally upset, and I want to tell you why. Animation's good, voice acting's good, production design's good, and I hate that because this show is a waste of time. It's a waste of all that talent, because everything they've shown us to date, including this trailer, is everything in this we have seen at some point in some other Batman adaptation. This is going down the most well-worn, overworn road, and I'm mad because the people behind it that are doing the production side of it are clearly talented, and I feel like they're being wasted on this premise.
Yeah, because my biggest problem with the trailer, it's just animated series again. I know Bruce Timm keeps going, no, it's different, guys. No.
Every time he says, oh, it's different, I'm like, no, it's not. He's like, oh, Alfred is a weapon of Batman, and he's helping in crime fighting. Beware the Batman did that. We've already done that before. We've already done Purple Catwoman. We've already done almost every single thing in the show.
We done early year Batman already, like, so many times. It's like, oh, sweet too. That's the difference. We've seen that already. So many
Kyle
times.
Says, do you say this is the Spider-Man 2017 of Batman cartoons? In terms of premise, no.
Spider-Man 2017, with all its flaws, is unique. It stands out to all the other Spider-Man cartoons. Whether you like it or not, I would say it's unique.
I will say the two of them have one similarity. It makes you ask why. Why are you even making this? Because I think with the 2017 Spider-Man, let me get my point out here. The 2017 Spider-Man, for all of its flaws and all of its positives, came so close to Ultimate Spider-Man that they had to rewrite the universe in order to make it fit.
Well, at least 2017 Spider-Man was just really doing his own thing. It was adapting his own. It was adapting modern stories. That's what it was good. That was, I think, one of the good things. It was adapting the actual superior Spider-Man storyline in that show.
The problem with it is that when you try to connect it to the other shows, because they had to retool Avengers Assemble 3 seasons in to be a different universe.
Well, even then, even at the finale of the show, it was really his own thing, because even you try to connect Assemble, didn't really matter, because it was just doing his own thing. But here, that's what I mean. Like, Spider-Man 2017 was adapting modern stories, at least. Here, that's my problem with the show, is we gone so many years without a Batman cartoon. We had gotten so many different storylines from the comics with new characters and such, that seeing another early year Batman show in this 1940s setting is so boring. Like, as someone who cares about Batman, the Bat mythos in the family, the fact that how many casual folks don't know, how many casual folks,
yeah.
Like, that's the thing. How many casual people don't even know there's 4 different Robins? They just think this Robin's Dick Grayson still or something like that.
I gotta tell you, I'm so sick of Warner Brothers being terrified by Batman and Robin. It wasn't even that big of a bomb. The Flash was a bigger bomb than Batman and Robin was.
I mean, especially when their biggest IP is Teen Titans with Robin in it. Yeah. I think people like Robin and such. The show again.
I might say people like Dick.
The thing, do they know that Dick, Tim, Jason, Damian are all separate people?
Nope.
Or do they think there's
and that doesn't help because Teen Titans 2003 has this problem of they say he's Dick. They all but say he's Dick Grayson, but he's actually Tim Drake the whole time.
Yeah.
Every time Dick Grayson is given a bow staff, we move farther away from the sun.
Or as I joke, or as I always dub it, Jason, Dick Todd Drake. As I always amalgamate it.
Hey,
or
Red Ranger Christian. It doesn't help too. I mean, I love BTAS, but like BTAS took Tim Drake and gave him Jason Todd's storyline.
Yeah. And that's the thing also is like with the show, it's like Bruce Timm keeps saying, "Oh, it's Batman anime series without the restrictions." And I'm like, BTAS did
had
a lot.
blood.
No, I think it's when I hear that, like, Bruce, I think you don't remember your own show, because you did, honestly, a lot of stuff without mentioning drugs or graphic violence. It got away with a lot of stuff. And every time
I see Bruce Timm have no restrictions, we get shit like Batman and Harley Quinn in The Killing Joke.
A joke adaptation, yeah.
And this isn't a TVMA show, it's a TV PG still.
Yeah, and, like, yeah. It's one of those things where I see this and like it clear, my complaints with the Suicide Squad anime. All I see is community. Like, Warner Brothers go, people like Batman anime series, and not even like the whole DCAU or even like the new Batman, but just specifically the original Batman anime series. Yeah. They go, people like Batman anime series. People say how great it is. We'll just remake it again. Pretty much. That's all I see.
And you know what's amazing is Marvel has a bad tendency of coming up with unoriginal ideas, but yet X-Men 97 evolves and moves forwards and continues a universe to adapt storylines that happened after that show ended. And I would have loved to see something like that with this.
Yeah, no, that's what makes me frustrated, because I fully agree. It looks good, the production's good and all that stuff, but like this show coming after X-97 and My Adventure Superman honestly makes the show more frustrating with me. Because those two shows were able to manage to subvert expectations and like bring new audiences to those shows. Like X-Men, X-Men 7 is a sequel series to the 90s series, but yet so many people got into it so easily, and that's why it became a big fit. And with My Adventure Superman, so many people became Superman fans because of My Adventure Superman, with all the new ideas and concepts they create with that series. So to see a new Batman show just do the same thing as a previous Batman show, it's so boring. When this trailer came out, I rewatched an episode of The Batman, the Batman cartoon, and man, I forgot how stylistic and like cool that show was. How unique and like had style, the music, the gothic sounds and everything.
Whereas this is just repeating the aesthetic of Batman the Animated Series.
Let's see what Jerry thinks.
What do you think, Jerry? Personally, of Crusader from the trailer.
When I saw it, to be honest, it felt like I've already, like you guys
already seen it. Yeah,
I've already seen this. I literally when I saw it, I was like, didn't I already see this as like year one and original and Batman Taz? But
it doesn't have the art style. Doesn't have the art style. It's just the Bruce Timm art style.
The only thing I like about this is like the gothic thing, because we rarely get that animated. Like I think we got that with close with what is it, the one with the light, whatever, the Halloween thing or whatever it was.
Long Halloween.
Long Halloween is like one of the few times we get like the gothic aesthetic. Like we rarely get a gothic aesthetic.
The Batman cartoon have very gothic aesthetic.
I mean, that was like an anime filtered gothic aesthetic too. So
they still made it look modern. The Batman.
I was gonna say, Muteki had this great comment. He said, it's a waste of time if Max doesn't want it. I see why Max sold this off to Amazon Prime.
I'll say, because I don't want to fully judge his voice until I see the full context. But like when I hear of the new actor's voice for Batman, maybe a little disappointed, because I can clearly tell he's doing a Kevin Conroy impression, which makes me really upset.
I gotta address a comment. Zeltrax, the bat embargo has not existed for like 15 years. That doesn't have anything to do with this.
There's still weird embargoes at DC.
The weird embargoes at DC are like they don't want to repeat characters in the same medium in multiple places. But the bat embargo, as it existed, does not exist and has not existed for a very long time. And with everything that Bruce Timm and company have been saying about the show, they have been very adamant this is exactly what they wanted to do.
Yeah, but as I was saying, like, again, from what we hear, the new actor as Batman, I can really tell they were told he was directed to sound like Conroy, because he has that similar tone,
either
which I don't like.
Directed as such, or he just like templated templated himself off of it.
Which is really upsetting, because I think that was the highlight for every other Batman, because no one Batman voice sound alike. I think that's like, because I mean, my problem with some post 2010 Jokers is you could clearly tell they're trying to imitate Mark Hamill.
Troy Baker.
But like even still, but even still, like Diedrich Bader, Reno Romano, and all those other actors don't sound like Kevin Conroy. They sound like unique, but it sounds like here that they were. It feel like it gives me the feeling of, because I know Conroy is supposedly in the show, but not as Batman. But it really gives me the vibe of, if it wasn't for Conroy's health, probably he would have been Batman in the show. It gives me that vibe. Because that's how the voice feels in the trailer. Again, it could be different when I hear him speak fully, but I just kind of get that vibe of it.
Why don't they just bring back What's-His-Face from the animated movies that we had? What's-His-Face from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Jason O'Mara.
Jason O'Mara, the new Batman voice.
Maybe Jason O'Mara, or just any.
How I long for Bruce Greenwood to come back.
Which one did he do?
He did Under the Red Hood and Young Justice.
Red Hood, yeah.
And he did the Young Justice series too. He was good.
Yeah, he was all right.
I liked him as he had that older Batman tone to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
One thing I was telling Kaus the other night, Kaus forgot, because we were talking, and I said, you know who's one of my favorite Jokers that didn't get a lot to do, even though he had the potential? And Jerry was like, no, who? And I was like, Brett Spiner. And Jerry's like, when the F did Brett Spiner? Jerry was so shocked when I said that.
Yeah,
he did 2 episodes of Young Justice.
I mean, I like his second appearance. I know the first appearance was not that well liked, but I like his second appearance as Joker.
What I loved about Joker in Young Justice was that Joker, his whole comedy shtick was actually a front. You could see that he was like kind of like Luthoring stuff in those episodes.
Yeah.
He was actually like, oh no, actually I'm not really psychotic. That's actually just a bit. I'm actually really well calculated.
And
like, because that was like
the way that
one of
Young
my
Justice
favorite concepts.
adapted the Killing Joke is still my favorite way that the Killing Joke has ever been adapted.
Yeah. Miss Snooki, I would say that Roderick Smith in the new Arkham VR sounds more like Conroy. I will disagree.
Well,
I feel like he still has the same...
That's also because it's supposed to be Conroy's Batman. We just don't have Conroy anymore because it's the Arkham universe.
Yeah, but I will say Roger Craig Smith has a pretty... His voice, while similar, is different.
Yeah, I liked him in Origins because he sounded like he was a different actor playing the same character, whereas I felt Troy Baker was just doing a Mark Hamill impression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think the show looks bad at all. This show did not get me excited.
We've been talking about how we've been talking about, we've seen this before. Guys, I want to show you an image, and I want you to tell me what it's from, okay? Just gonna wait for this.
Hey, Jerry, I need you to be Tony Schiavone and massage my leg.
Hey, JR.
All right, I have an image up on the stream. I want you guys to be able to see it.
Do you want us to guess, or because I know what it is?
I want you to guess if you don't know.
Well, it's from the Batman. What was it, 50th?
This is the Batman 75th anniversary short directed by Bruce Timm called Batman Strange Days, based on early 1940s Batman. Does the show not literally look like this short did?
It looks lot like
also you could say, doesn't this show just looks like the DCAU?
Right. And this was done as like a DCAU homage. The thing is, but you know what I like about this short that I wish was kind of here for...
It was grayscale? It was grayscale?
The grayscale. If they gave it that noir grayscale, because the colors are all muted anyways, what if we just grayscaled this thing and just gave it a unique look like this had?
Give it, yeah, like if the show embraced the 1950s with old 1950s jazz music and everything, I think I would like the show more, honestly.
Yeah. So, ultimately, I'm still going to watch it. Yes, bring back purple gloves, Andreas. Everyone's saying purple gloves. I love the purple gloves. I hate that he's got black gloves. That bugs me. You want to go early 40s Batman, you got to have the gloves. The purple ones.
All right, I showed that image before.
Yeah.
The Undertaker's did purple glove and the black gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm still going to watch this because I want to be proven wrong.
Is it weekly or drop all at once?
Drop all 10 episodes at once.
Man, I don't know that shows. I don't know that shows the hope for the show then, because Amazon has shown they can do weekly releases with. Invincible and The Boys. So
who I was talking to the other day, who was like, "Man, I hate the drip feed thing," and I'm like, going, "Wait, what?"
If you hate the drip feed, just wait till the season's done and binge it then. A lot of us like weekly drops. I hate the fact I have 20 episodes of Star Trek Prodigy to watch. And I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but they dropped 20 episodes at once.
I feel like it was Prodigy who was telling me they hate the drip feed, and I'm like, bruh, like, if you do it, like, if you drop it all in one, people like you ruin it for people like me who don't get the... Because, like, there's been a couple of times where Prodigy thinks, like, I watch, like, the first 4 episodes.
Exactly.
Yeah, not
everyone can... But I'm not one of those.
Like, especially if you watch it in a group. Like, I watch shows with my parents. Like, for Prodigy, we're only going to get, like, 3 Prodigy episodes in a night, and there's 20 of them. Mm-hmm. And then we had to skip the nights where Acolyte's on. We had to skip the nights that, you know, we got Boom Boomger and Gotchard. So it's like, you know, it's going to take us a couple weeks to get through Prodigy. I'll
also give you a good example. There are shows I still want to see, but I'm just not in the mood to watch it, where I can binge episodes. Like, when I was watching the Bastard anime, I watched, like, 4 episodes a night. But then, like, recently I just haven't wanted to go back and finish it, because then I realized, oh man, I'm already caught up. I don't want it to end, because I'm waiting for, like, the next season to drop, so I haven't started even season 2, because I'm going to end up watching one episode, realizing 5 seconds later it's been 4 episodes, and be like, oh crap, I just finished, like, this entire anime, and then I'm going to be like, I have no more Bastard, wah.
Yeah, like, the thing is, if you like binge drops, then just watch it when it's over, right? Like Mr. Yugi said for the Acolyte, they're just waiting for it to be over to binge it. That's what you should do, you know, but don't be like every company should do a binge drop, because it's awful for people that can't get to watch it all.
Like, my dad hated some Star Wars shows of the recent stuff in the weekly format, because he somehow would forget what happened the last... Like, I remember watching Mandalorian with him.
Don't they have previously on segments?
They do have previously on segments, yeah.
Oh, but he would still forget those things for some reason. Like, when we'd watch The Mandalorian, he liked watching The Mandalorian, but he would forget. But then when we watched Boba Fett, he was like, he watched it with me once, and then he was like, okay, replay it for me. And I was like, Dad, we already seen it. So we watched Boba Fett again, and he's like, okay, I kind of like it this time around. The first time, he did not really care for Boba Fett. Second time, he actually was like, oh, this is actually somewhat enjoyable. And thankfully, my dad's not one of the OG Fett guys, so he's not in that mindset of Boba Fett's super cool. Like, my dad always thought Boba Fett was lame.
All right, well, on that note, we're moving on.
The fact that they could use Superman can be weekly, but not Batman. I'm not sure that's just a fate on this show, honestly.
Yeah, I think Prime Video is just like, Batman prints money, let's just buy Batman because it's offered to us, right? But anyways, we'll see how it turns out August 1st. We probably won't talk about it until then, because I might be out of town August 1st, though. Anyways, we'll talk about it when we've seen it and can judge it better, too. Moving along, One Piece Season 2 has done a huge old drop of news because they're filming Season 2.
You saw the video of the Straw Hats reuniting? It was so sweet.
I love how they literally just found these people existing in the real world and cast them. Anyways, we got some casting news. They're trickling out the casting news. We got some Baroque Works casting. David Desmalkian, known for his roles in everything.
I don't know why I'm starting to hate David now.
He's showing up. He's the character actor that you now recognize, and so now he's appearing too much.
You all say that. I don't know who he is.
Oh, there you go. See, that's the thing. If you pay attention to actors, it's very obvious that he's in a lot of stuff. But if you're not,
was he Polka Dot Man in Suicide Squad?
Okay, he was in 2 Ant-Man movies.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually,
was he the other friend?
Yeah.
Was he the friend? Was he the other friend that besides Luz? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I recognize him.
And he was in The Dark Knight, and he was in Gotham, and he's been in a lot of stuff. He's a character actor. He transforms himself into roles. But I think he's perfect for Mr. 3.
I want to see that stupid tree in live action. I want to see that stupid tree hair in live action so badly.
Jazra Jaslyn, don't know who she is. She's playing Miss Valentine. Camrus Johnson, who was on Batwoman, is Mr. 5. So good for him. It revived his career after the CW tried to tank it. CW tries to tank everybody's careers.
I was wondering why, like, I recognized him, but like I couldn't figure out because without
he's not
him
wearing
to look
the dumb nerdy glasses they made Luke
yeah,
Fox
without
wear
him
in that show.
Yeah, because it actually warped his face to actually look like a nerdy, like normal dude. Because like his jawline here looks like he's seen war.
See, the Clark Kent effect does work.
It does, really does. I'm still mad that like
now I want to do now.
I don't know why Batwoman decided Luke Fox was his father, but they dressed him like his father all the time, and it was annoying.
we need to now cast him as what's his face, the Black Superman.
Zor-El.
just as a joke. Like, all right, but I don't even do the Clark Kent. No, we're casting you like that. Sorry.
Yeah. And then Daniel Lasker is going to play Mr. Nine. I don't know who that is either, but I love how they put these images up where they're like, here's our actor, here's the character. And I'm like, perfect.
Daniel Lasker reminds me of Jonathan Brandis. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Cool. All right, moving on.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, I do. Anyways.
Never-ending Story and Sidekicks, the guy who keeps staging.
Oh, the guy who killed himself.
Yeah. Well, that's one way to...
Clive Russell is going to be playing Crocus. Werner Kotzer is going to play Dory, and Brendan Murray is going to play Broggy. I was not sure if they were going to adapt the Giants, but I guess we're doing it, so let's go.
I'm really curious how they're going to do them.
I love the boldness of the show going, yeah, it's goofy, whatever. We're doing it. and then the big
Marvel
casting...
deny Kamala as stretchy powers, but One Piece, we're going to go full in.
Exactly.
I love the behind-the-scenes. I still love the behind-the-scenes photo of the behind-the-scenes and how they did Luffy's stretchy face. And
they just put a rubber band?
Rubber band. It's Nagaki, rubber band. I love that.
And then in the world of other characters, this is the big announcements. We got Callum Kerr as Smoker, Julia Raywald as Tashigi, Rob Coletti as Wapple, and Ty Keegan as, or Ty Kogue as Dalton. I don't know who any of these people are. I just look at them and go, yep, that's the character.
I know.
What do you call it? A good casting director?
Yeah, really good casting director.
I know. Apparently, Takashi was in the same. Takashi's actress was in the same series with Em and Eve's Nami, and I think Fear Street was the Netflix project they were in previously. Because I saw Em and Eve's tweet. I know her with this post, so I remember seeing people talk about that.
I'm surprised they're doing Wapple. I thought they would have pulled a Don Krieg and swapped him out for a different villain that would be easier to adapt.
Well,
we're doing the Rankin Bass holiday special guy.
Well, you say that, but they can easily do the same thing like they did to it.
I mean, I don't think, but they did. Now I was looking back at it; they didn't announce Don Krieg ahead of time. So
I just can't wait to see Smoker with a gigantic cartoon cigar
in
live action.
To it. Yeah, and also the thirst posts that are going to come out for Smoker is going to be even more than the Acolytes villain. Anyways, it's exciting, and so on that. The Straw Hats have reunited. Filming has begun. I'm sure we'll get more casting. I'm just waiting for the Jamie Lee Curtis introduces Chopper video because I'm sure that's going to happen.
I know, right?
Pretty sure that's what they're going to do. Is they're going to reveal Chopper in the same video they confirm Jamie Lee Curtis.
I'm really hoping he's just a puppet.
Yeah. There is Mr. Tanuki. Yes, we are expecting Nico Robin to show up this season. I'm also expecting Crocodile and Portgas D Ace as well. We haven't gotten casting on those, but there is a leaked listing of casts.
I'm gonna be so mad if they don't cast an actual hot chick for Robin.
Well, I think there was casting listing for like a Latina's actress for Robin. I'm hearing.
Yeah, if she's not hot, I'm gonna be mad.
I think they know what they're doing.
Because Nami just looks plain.
But Nami's supposed to be in this era of the show. Because like the whole thing with Nami is like over the time skip is when she gets like all.
Stick waist.
Stick waist. Yeah.
I mean, she was one of the reasons I liked her since the get-go. She didn't look super plain.
But the thing is, they're still real people versus Oda's supermodels. He keeps drawing.
Animated cartoon woman.
Yeah.
I want my fake expectations for my fantasy comic.
Okay, that's fine. You can have your fake expectations, but still reality.
You know?
Yeah. And like Muhammad Diop said, Emily Rudd is cute. She is. Mm-hmm. The thing I will add as well.
She's also surprised they're a really great voice actress.
Yeah.
Also.
Hellfire says, "Would we get that far into Alabasta for Ace?" I think we're gonna see season 2 end with Alabasta. I just have this feeling. I've kind of mapped it out in my head, and I think it can work.
Because we should see Vivi in this
Vivi
season,
is
right?
also on the rumored casting list. So,
yes, let's bring in a character that we're just gonna write off after an arc. Yeah,
you know, it'd be great. You know, it'd be hilarious, and it would
the live action actually uses her.
What if live action
probably
doesn't have Vivi leave? What if she just sticks with the crew for the rest of the show?
That's how you make this better, because like that was the stupidest thing ever.
Yep. Oh yeah, good point, Misaki. They did bring in Luffy's grandpa insanely early.
I imagine I could definitely see like how season 1 had Kobe and what was the other dude? Helmeppo. You know how season 1 had the Kobe Helmeppo B plot. I could definitely see Smoker and Takashi being the B plot.
Welcome RX0 and Kamen 64. Yeah, Smoker and Tashigi being a B plot would make a lot of sense. They did confirm that Buggy and Alvida are back.
Yep, I mean,
Alvida is the same woman. The same woman is playing Alvida, which is interesting because
I can't wait to see that whole Luffy at Charlie Rogers death post in live action.
My basic guess is if I were to like map the season, say it's 8 episodes like season 1, I would see that like episode 1 would be. Let's go to the next image. Episode 1 is called The Beginning and the End, so obviously that's Logtown. Because Logtown is, for prologue, epilogue, it's what's named after Logtown.
I hope it gets Sanji's weird cook plot in that as a subplot in this episode.
We might. So I think episode 1's going to be Logtown, just to give it like a really big, like bombastic opening. Episode 2 is probably going to be entering the Grand Line. Episode 3 could be the Giants. Episode 4 and 5 could be Drum Island, and then like 6, 7, 8's Alabasta, and they just condense things because Alabasta's long. It's very long, and I think condensing it. I think doing a whole season of Alabasta they could be doing a whole season of Alabasta, but I think considering that this is a live action show that cannot run forever like the anime and manga can, I think it would be smart to kind of just do a condensed Alabasta. And I think 3 episodes is still enough. Yeah,
this is an adaptation.
If this show runs long enough, Luffy's voice actor is going to lose his accent. Come on, we know that's what's going to happen.
I mean, the thing is these actors have to to keep them in a certain age range. And if they take too long to adapt this, it's going to not work out, right?
I thought you were from Jamaica.
I don't think, because I definitely imagine Netflix One Piece won't adapt everything because the manga's not even finished. But I can see them going up to pre-time skip, and that could be a good series finale, maybe. Like, because the show can these actors age, they can't go on forever. So I think pre-time skip is a good finale.
Another good finale is
McHenry's just one.
Yeah,
guys, don't forget, McHenry's just like one press tour away from killing Luffy's actor.
Yeah, but isn't that just the Zoro-Luffy dynamic?
I don't know. I think Zoro's more tolerant of Luffy in the anime Soundout.
Real quick, Commodore64 asked why I didn't stream on Monday like always. My internet was out, and Comcast didn't fix it for 2 days.
Yep.
So that's why we didn't stream Monday. I think there's a couple different breakpoints, but I think they're going to try to get through the end of Alabasta.
No, they should do a breakpoint when 4 kids drop the ball.
Oh, you mean drop a ship on them and just don't do Skypia?
Yeah, like they get to the Skytopia and it just ends.
Yeah,
I remember they go up to like the clouds. That's all I remember of 4 kids was like they go to the clouds, and I'm just like, okay, so it's dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they literally the last scene of the 4 Kids dub is the ship dropping on top of them, but without the follow up that shows the ship didn't land on them. So yeah, they just all died. All right, moving on. I'm gonna talk briefly about this because we got 40 minutes to wrap this stream up. There was a new Hellboy movie. It's called Hellboy the Crooked Man. It's an incredibly low budget horror movie. I don't think it needed to look as cheap as it does, personally speaking. I think that you can still pull off a low budget movie and not make it look cheap. I don't like the Crooked Man story that much. Like, probably bottom 5 Hellboy stories for me. It's smart they're sticking to just one short story to adapt instead of doing like a whole big arc.
Well, because wasn't the last movie...
The last movie was the entire Wild Hunt plus Hellboy in Hell. That was a little too much.
Because I would say, because I think some people are going a little too hard on the trailer, because the Hellboy is sadly one of those characters that people think it's just their movie adaptation. And look, I love the horror movies. They're great movies.
Movies. One of the worst comic book adaptations of all time.
They are not Hellboy. The Hellboy is not Doom. Hellboy isn't like play like heavy metal music with him with a shotgun shooting demons. No, Hellboy is a horror comic. Yes. That's what it is. It is core. And it does sadden me seeing people just write this off because it's not like the horror movies because
I'm writing this off because this guy is not Hellboy. This is my problem. Here's my problem. Okay, let me elaborate because I've read a lot of Hellboy stuff. Okay,
I more blame the lighting.
I'm not. I have not even the lighting. I have every problem with this makeup job. So first things first. I get it's low budget, but you couldn't tint his eyes yellow.
Did they do that?
Yes. Every adaptation of Hellboy has
has
kept the yellow eyes. It's a very distinctive thing.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, why is it just a dude in red makeup with some facial hair applications and a couple horns slapped on?
Yeah, because that's the thing.
Why is his chin just the normal actor's chin? Hellboy, one of the basic things about Hellboy's character is that he's just kind of a guy, but he happens to be a demon from hell. But he's just kind of a chill dude, all things considered.
His body's a brick. He's literally a wall.
His body's a brick. He has a very distinctive chin, and I think that if you couldn't do at least a chin prosthetic and give him like kind of monstrous features, why are you even making it? And my other problem is that, and if someone said this on Twitter, so I can't take the credit for this, they said they Hugh Jackman'd him. Hugh Jackman Wolverine is way prettier than Wolverine was in the comics.
And taller.
Yeah, that's me.
But he's way prettier than Wolverine is not a pretty dude, right? But Hugh Jackman's a pretty dude. This guy is too pretty.
I mean, people really
you know why they got Hugh Jackman, right?
People get really thirsty for Logan. Have you seen him in X-Men Evolution when
but X-Men Evolution is post Hugh Jackman. After Hugh Jackman, they start turning Wolverine to a sex symbol.
Yeah, they made him prettier.
Yeah.
Because remember, he's not just pretty, he's pretty effing dangerous.
Yeah, that was good. But this
is the best of what he does.
He is the best of what he does, and what he does is very nice. But this is giving me the same vibe of like, oh, we got to make sure he still looks good. That's not, and Mike Mignola's writing this, and he's involved, and he's the original creator. He can do whatever he wants. But personally speaking, this looks. I know people threw the term fan film around, which, I mean, fan films have gotten very good.
I mean, I thought it was.
And it does. Like, if you had no context, because they never uploaded this on an official YouTube channel, it's only been re-uploaded.
I just saw it on Reddit.
I mean, it really kind of shows, because I forgot this was announced last year.
And I was
So when I saw this tweet from Discotek, I was like, wait, what?
Like, what? Hey, I had the same reaction.
Did I miss something?
In terms of the color tones, the Crooked Man comic is very drab as well. So, I mean, it fits the drab tones, but it's even drabber.
Scrubble guys, I think the double-edged sword for using only a few film locations is it can be contained, but good, but also feel a little cheap. Yeah, because it's clearly like only 3 filming locations in this movie.
Mr. Tanuki says, in the second shot, he looks like he's wearing goggles instead of horns. Yes, I agree. I think the makeup job is very poor. You can also see, in this shot here, if you look at his neck, you can see the prosthetic bulging on top of his neck. So it's not properly applied to move with him.
Golly.
This is a very short teaser, but I'm not really that hopeful for this. I hope it's good, because it could be just like a really poor cut trailer, and the actual film is better, because, film storytelling is about atmosphere and tone and stuff, but
I don't think the trailer was bad, honestly, because, again, Hellboy is horror. I think the horror we've seen in the trailer is not bad at all, honestly.
I think the problem is that Hellboy is a very distinctive type of horror. It's atmospheric horror. The trailer played like a horror movie horror.
Well, more psychological horror. More psychological horror.
It played like jump scares, creepy things moving up people. Like, the thing that all the adaptations have failed at is the atmosphere of a Hellboy comic. It's atmospherically suspenseful and horror-based. And that's something that every single movie has missed, including the animated ones, is the atmosphere. And if this can get the atmosphere, it's going to win me over.
I should say those are the best Hellboy movies, is the animated ones.
I did see a lot of people say, why couldn't they just use this money and make an animated movie? And I 100% agree.
I think those Hellboy anime movies, well, definitely still more based on the Tomorrow films, are great. I love those movies.
And they adapt short stories from the comics. I think doing another live action Hellboy was a mistake. It should have been animated. I think that's my biggest takeaway from this. I hope this is still good. I'm just not super jazzed about it.
Especially how really good the video game looks. The new video game. That new video game looks amazing.
If only it's written as good as it looks. Anyway.
It's like there's some catch-22 no matter what.
Look, the writing might be not like comicized, but Lance Henderson's voice acting carries that script.
I gotta tell you, Lance Reddick as Hellboy carries the script. But the problem is I never stop hearing Lance Reddick. I only hear Lance Reddick. I don't hear Hellboy in it.
Maybe because I'm not too familiar with other works Lance is in. I just hear Hellboy for me. I just think the buttery smooth tone. That's why I see.
The problem I have is that I hear Ron Perlman, I hear David Harbour, I hear Lance Reddick. You know who's the only one I hear just Hellboy? The Injustice 2 voice.
Oh yeah, he's a really good voice for Hellboy.
Like that is the Injustice 2 Hellboy is like my Keith David Spawn, where I don't even remember the actor is there. I just hear that's just the voice.
I mean, the Hellboy should always just sound like a dude. Like a dude can have a coffee, can go to like Starbucks to have a coffee with.
Exactly, and I think that's the thing is that the personality and the voice is like it's just a dude. But he's supposed to look.
God, now I want to now because someone said in the chat. I don't think Ron would do it for 80 years. Ron would still do it. Ron Perlman would still do it. But now I want to do a scene where just like me and Ryan take Ron Perlman to get a cup of coffee at Starbucks while he's wearing the prosthetics.
Yeah.
I want the joke to be Perlman though as Hellboy talking about comics where he's like, hey, you ever watch that show Teen Titans, man? They made Deathstroke pretty cool by not being a PDF file. Like, just make a joke.
You say that, but all I can think of is that scene in Hellboy 2 where him and Abe get drunk singing.
Yes.
Pretty much.
I would just love to do like a joke where it's like just a giant layered Ron Perlman joke where he's just talking about the career of Ron Perlman or something.
I mean, didn't Ron do that for Make a Wish Kid?
Yeah, Make a Wish Kid. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Right around the time I think of the second film.
Mm-hmm.
Time to move on. I could talk about Hellboy all day, so that's my thing. I've been a long-time Hellboy fan for like 20 years. So when new adaptations come up, I come in and I'm like, all right, let's dissect it. And I apologize if I get a little too nitpicky, but it's.
I mean, what do you think is good? Like honest nitpicking. What do you think gets too annoying nitpicky in your opinion?
When people are like, it doesn't look like the Guillermo del Toro movies. Yeah, of course it doesn't. Guillermo del Toro is a unique filmmaker.
That man loves his tentacles.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's the thing, is I think when I've seen people talk about this, they're like, why are we making this? Good point. It looks cheap. I agree. The makeup doesn't look right. Totally agree. It doesn't look good enough to be... It doesn't look like the Guillermo del Toro movies. Why didn't they just make a third? Don't agree, because there's a reason they don't make a third. It's too expensive. Guillermo del Toro is not a cheap director. And it's very expensive to do one of his movies.
And he also says move on. I think at this point, you just move on.
Yeah, at this point, move on. And maybe one day we'll get comics accurate Hellboy. I don't know if this is it, but we'll see. Kyle says, surely this can't be worse than the 2019 film, right? I would not be that confident. The 2019 film at least had a budget.
Even then, as long as like I'll take a nobody film with good writing versus a high budget film with horrible writing.
Exactly, and we have no idea the quality of writing for this movie. It could be just as bad as 2019 or worse. It could be like 2019 with a lower budget, and that would be worse, right? So, anyways, moving on. Boon Red is getting upgraded in Bakugo Sentai Boom Boom.
Fire Convoy.
He is now the Red Light Speed Ranger, Carter Grayson.
Gun. Or Neutral Special. He wills a gun.
Boon Red 119 is the name of the power-up. That, of course, is off of the Japanese emergency line 119 instead of 911.
Oh, he's not called Wee Woo?
He's not called Wee Woo. Even though I wish. The suit looks sick. I love the suit.
As someone who's not been into the Boom suit.
I love how it's just Beat Buster with some shoulder pads.
You know,
yeah,
it does. Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, as I wasn't too into the Boom costume, I honestly think this is my favorite one because I think the red and black.
Like. Yeah.
The red and black really adds a lot to the design.
They're just white and gray, yeah, exactly.
And going alongside this, Boom Boom Jirobo will also be upgraded to Boom Boom Jirobo 119. In a weird twist of fate, they don't usually do these like promotional stock photos for the mecha suits, but they did this time, and I appreciate it. So.
Oh no, they actually did it with King Oger.
Oh, that's right, they did.
Insert wheels fire convoy meme here.
Yeah. So pretty cool looking. Toy wise, of course, there will be the blaster, which is the changer for 119. It basically just is a gun, and then you can slap the boom changer or the boom booster on it. So
it looks like something cool. I could see like a MacGyver. Like, I need to make a firefighter gun. Take fire extinguisher. Take like rib cages. Tape it together. Boom, new weapon.
And as Kyle mentioned, it's voiced by Masaki Endo, which makes it already the best thing ever. So.
Okay. So Sam, like wee woo noises, it just plays Ultraman Z theme when you shoot it. Might
as well. The mecha is going to be, of course, a fire truck, but this fire truck is also a lion. Welcome back, the box quadruped. We've missed you. It's a Sentai tradition.
Look at him. He's such a chunky boy.
He also comes with an additional car, and he can actually wheel four Boom Boomger cars on him as well.
Cool. It's coming to the channel in December when Sound gets all the Boom Boomger stuff.
Psycho O's knows me and my sales. Of course, this combines with Boondorio to make Boom Boomger Robo 119. So pretty sweet. All right, out of nowhere, way too early usually. Kamen Rider Gav's been revealed. This is the next Kamen Rider. We got this one really weirdly framed poster.
So finally, it's come full circle. We finally have Kamen Rider Juicy! Finally.
Yes. His gimmick is, what's the belt thing? Poppin' Gummy. And so here's our first look. You guys got thoughts? We don't have to talk about this long because we'll get more about this in the next few weeks.
I need to see a full bodysuit of his design because I think so far his design's fine, but it's a little too plain. But I need to see a full body shot. It's kind of hard to fully judge with the angles we got of him so far.
Does anybody else think he looks like a gummy worm?
I mean, that's right, the idea.
Bro, I don't know. My debate, I'm trying to figure out how to word this without reiterating myself later when me and Metal stream.
I mean, you can also just tell people to wait to hear your thoughts at your stream.
Because like, I'm just looking at this. Well, yeah, but you know half of these people ain't actually going to come to Twitch, even though I'm pretty sure they ain't doing nothing.
I mean, they...
I would say...
with me yesterday.
I'm not sure how I feel about we're doing another monster collecting gimmick again for the next year, by the looks of it.
I mean, I guess we should talk about the belt. The belt is called Henshin Belt Gav. Not Gav Driver, but Henshin Belt Gav. It's been a while since that happened. And these little gummies, and you put them in the belt, and they pop open, and it's just like gummy.
I just want
his belt disturbs
Capri Sun to go with it.
Oh, Capri Sun to go with
it. Yes. Yes, let's go back to, what was it, Build with the juice bags.
And speaking of going back to Build, it has a crank handle.
His belt disturbs me. It's literally a mouth.
It is, yes. It's like a frog that's eating gummies.
His rival better be that local hero too, Brush Man. Yeah.
Yeah. The rumor is that the secondary rider is going to be chocolate based.
I'm really hoping they stick with the candy theme because with candy, there's a lot of candies out in the world. I really hope they stick with it, please. I don't want a mishmash of just random themes together again, like Gotchard.
Yep. And we'll find out more later. In the world of Futo PI, surprisingly, it didn't flop. Considering we heard nothing, it turns out they're doing the classic manga adaptation trope nowadays of anime, which is, hey, the next arc is a standalone flashback arc. Let's do it as a movie.
Hi, Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju. Oh, yeah. Hi, Kaiju. Yeah, go read Kaiju number 8, guys. Freaking Anime News Network has been taken over by Kaiju number 8. So November 8th in Japanese theaters, let's get the official name here. Futo PI, Portrait of Kamen Rider Skull, will be releasing. This looks to be including not only the Begins Night story of Skull from the Double and Decade movie, but also there seems to be there's a couple shots in the trailer that remind me of the Memory of Skull storyline from movie War Core. And it'd be really cool to see all the Skull stories put into a movie separate from dumbass crossovers. So,
when I first saw it, I was a bit kind of miffed because we're just anime midnights again. But yeah, it's like one of the things where it's like I sit on there like, one, apparently this was the next chapter in the manga, so that makes sense. But also, like, I think it's good just to have the complete Skull story from the end without any crossover nonsense to get in the
without
way.
the big crossover nonsense, without Akiko's ghost floating all over Skull scenes, like. It makes sense. And then the season 2 of the anime can pick up the storyline with volume 7.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
There's also some casting and stuff. It's, of course, being done at Studio Kai, just like Futo PI. And 20 minutes of it will be shown at Anime Expo for anybody that's going. So
I guess that shows that they might want to actually release this worldwide or
don't
do
get
better
your hopes up because Crunchyroll showed people the entire Gridman Universe movie a year ago at last year's Anime Expo, and it's still not available anywhere else.
Yep.
Anyways, that's exciting though. I'm pretty hyped about that. As someone who was like, I don't know if we need as someone that like enjoyed Futo PI but wasn't sure if we were going to get any more, I am pretty excited that we are getting more.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get Bandai news.
Kyle said, this is the adaptation of Volume 6 of the manga, which the next arc is after the anime ended. So yeah, this is literally the next thing.
It's the thing that Demon Slayer did. I think Demon Slayer was like the first ones to do it.
Yeah, Demon Slayer was the first one, and a bunch of other animes are doing it.
Chainsaw Man's doing it with the Rize arc. Like, just putting movies between seasons for the shorter arcs.
I think that's honestly good because it just makes the seasons better paced while shoving multiple arcs to one season, or having to keep delaying arcs to other seasons.
I think it's a smart move, and it probably also helps with the financial side because they get a little money boost by theater releasing stuff. It'd be really cool if it made it to like a Fathom event screening something like we got Shin Kamen Rider. So I think that'd be pretty cool. Okay, we got some Bandai toy news. What a shock. What a surprise.
Wait, we already did that.
We did some of it. We got more of it. Next up. Let's switch over to Bandai news. The Vital Bracelet Arena app, which is the hub of all the Vital Bracelet stuff on the app, has announced that on September 30th, they're going to be ceasing the online service, which is the online battle service, like where you go online to battles.
That really bad.
I never completed a single battle in the battle mode because it was so laggy.
If you could even get into a match.
Yep. If you could get into a match, it took like 30 minutes. Like, no joke. Anyways, but they will leave the app. They will be doing an update, and then your user data will still work on the app, so you can update the app, and it will download all the in-app data, so it doesn't need any online functions, and you'll be able to transfer your Digimon still to the storage system. So the storage system will still be available through the app. I think that's great because they could have just shut the app up and been like, too bad, you get 4 Digimon, you have to kill anything else. They at least will let you do the storage system.
Yeah, they won't murder your Digimon if you've been holding in storage, thank God.
They aren't homeostasis doing the Digital World reboot in Digimon Tri. They are going to let you store your Digimon still in the app, which is good for me. I'm cool with that. But I think it's very obvious since it's been 5 months since the last Dim came out. The Vital Bracelet is done. It had its good 3.5 year run. It's over. So.
It's the longest running Digivice thing.
Yep.
For a long while. I mean, also, like, I'm not surprised because you pay attention to the media. They haven't got, they moved since Liberators was the last thing with the whole
Seekers
Vital Bracelet. And now they move on to Liberators and such. So they're moving this fully into the car. I love that one image of just the car gang carrying this brand, pretty much.
It's pretty accurate. Moving on. There is a high-spec build, a high-spec belt for the Kamen Rider build driver. It will come with the bottle holder and an adult-sized belt, CSM style. They've been doing these for a while. This is going to continue. Muteki, your Batman, your Rider, Ultraman, all the Vital Bracelet stuff. It's just we talk about Digimon because it's the only part they should have kept with. Anyways, the Super Best Decade and DN drivers are going to be re-releasing in September. So if you missed out on them before, you can get them again. I'm still waiting on my 2.0 DN CSM Bandai. Moving on. In case you wanted to rebuy everything from Geats or you never bought everything from Geats, The Premium DX line is continuing to just re-release more Geats stuff. So now we have the Premium DX Boost Mark II to go with your Memorial Laser Raise Riser. And they added, just kind of the extra details. Oh, we took the screws out. We added more paint. Has new dialogue for 2 cast members. And it has a line for Tycoon Boost Mark II from the stage show. And that's in December for 49.50 yen. There is the Premium DX Fever Buckle, which will actually let you choose which one you get. It's not completely random like the deluxe one, and it has voice lines for all the people that used it. Plus, you can do the zombie-specific stuff for Buffa when you combine the 2 buckles together, which is pretty nice. And that'll be coming out for 5,500 yen in December. And then there's these dumbass things, which are... Oh, yes, this is true, Psycho. Spin Dash. This section of the stream brought to you by Spin Dash and his tweets. The BGM Edition sound cores, where you get 2 cores that play music, and then you get 4 faceplates, which means if you use the Buffa or Nago ones, you're going to have the clip colors sticking out, so when you're looking at your purple core, it's going to have green things sticking out at you. And I'm like, why is it not just a blank color with this faceplate, or why is there not just 4 of these? What is going on?
I know, right? This is really stupid. I mean, hey, you can get a Tycoon core now.
Yeah, this is actually the 5th release of the Tycoon core, because there was the regular sound one that you got voice lines with, and then there was a premium of that, and then there was they've made a lot of them available, but they're all premium Bandai. This is 3,850 yen and will be released in December, and that is the Geats toys. We're not talking about them because I think they're pretty self-explanatory, and we're going to move on. The next booster series of the Ride Kemi trading cards is Phase EX2. We haven't gotten a full set list yet, but we do know now that there will be Kamen Riders Kuga through Gotchard plus Legend in Kamen Rider Decade-style portrait art. So if you want to buy all the Legend Riders again, they may look like Decade cards, you can now do that. I'm still sitting here going, are the last 22 Kemis that haven't gotten super rares going to be in this booster series or not? We shall see. You guys think these are cool? Because I think these are cool. I'm just not going to buy them.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
I don't
They're
care.
Cool, but I shouldn't buy them.
They're also called Marvelous Rare. And last Peacemaker said we should get this weekend. We should get the EX2 full list.
I think Kamen Rider Legends.
Yeah. And then the Ultra Replica Ultra Zero Eye Neo, no big surprise, is coming. We got the other Geed stuff, so this is just, it's going to be taking the deluxe mold, making it fancy.
The previous Ultra Dad and our Ultra Dad Legacy.
Yeah. We've got, they covered over speaker holes. They covered over some details, so you can see the deluxe one had all the gaps and screw holes and stuff, and the Ultra.
Where are the holes? Where are the holes?
Yeah, it's going to be like magnetically clipped, I think, instead of with a clip. I think it's a magnet.
Okay, I know you were talking about the G Rise, but that you mean magnetically clip your face, like my face.
Yeah. No, it clips on the riser. It comes, of course, with the 2 capsules to make Zero Beyond. It's going to have voice lines. It's going to have music.
You too can make the long attention sequence as well with Tokusatsu.
Yeah. There's a comparison with the Deluxe and the Ultra Replica. It also will come with a stand specifically for the eye. So you get 2 capsules, the eye, and the stand, and it will be coming out in the future. And I forgot to write down when it was. And Spin Dash says I was thinking of Seinfeld. Holes.
Yeah,
I need holes. Yeah.
Spin Dash got it! See, Spin Dash, this is why you were hired.
Spin Dash gets the references.
So does Smith the Crow. He got some of my references earlier when I threw in the Battlefield Earth thing.
You guys rock. When the chat picks up the references that I don't get, it makes me so happy.
Also shows you're all old.
Well...
And you're young. What's the point?
Don't make me beat you, child. I will beat you, child.
I'll fight you. I'll fight back.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
You'll be on the floor crying for Soundout12.
I have a bat with your face, your name written with it. Hey, you can't do anything. You can't walk.
I just imagine, Ryan, somehow I have you on the ground and you're trying to hit me in the leg or the wheelchair with the bat and you're just missing my upper body.
I'll just be on the high ground.
No, I just imagine that, like I imagine like you don't see me coming and you're just like and like Ryan, you're hitting all the
wheels. You can't be stealthy. You're in a wheelchair. That thing makes noise.
That's what you think. That's what you think. Right, your wheelchair makes noise. Right, holy shit, how'd you get here? I'm just expecting like you turn.
Oh my god. Anyways. Oh, okay, you guys are great. We got some last toy news. We're gonna run through this.
No, we don't.
All right.
Yo, okay, here's a real question. Is Bandai gonna put up a second revision of Tycoon? Because they did that with Ichigo from the Next, but they haven't done Tycoon as a revision on Bandai USA. Like, it sold out in, like, 24 hours.
That's a good question. Okay, SH Figure Arts Vegeta, older style battle clothes. Ooh. Not what I would have called this form, but what else were you going to call it? I mean, look at
I would have literally called this Vegeta Namek.
Yeah, exactly. I just said, yeah.
Or I'm the legendary Super Saiyan. No, you're not.
Right. I'm a legendary Super Saiyan.
Oh, I would have just called him Vegeta dead personally, but.
I would just say Delusion Vegeta.
Delusion Vegeta, that's good.
Delusional Namekian Vegeta.
I thought Delusion Vegeta was him when he's naked.
Oh, that's true.
That's Goku's Delusion.
Oh, yeah.
Goku, yeah.
Smith the Crow said, what about Vegeta mid?
No, that's just Vegeta. Because it goes Vegeta Scouter, then Vegeta's second form. I don't understand why he's labeled like that.
I don't know. Psycho says, Vegeta, I have a hole in my vest.
I can't wait for Sparking, just because of these names.
I mean, this is why we need Sparking, so we can have these names. Basically, this is him to fight Frieza, him to fight Jace, him to have a hole in his chest, him to cry like a little bitch. He's $60 if you want him. I will say, the kid hid the balls. Vegeta over 9,000. Anyways, all these names are better than this actual figure. I think part reuse has kind of ruined his proportions.
Yeah, his arms, he has like some Popeye arms.
Swollen, yeah.
His arms do not match his shoulders. It's very strange.
He's so gangly.
He really is. It's parts reuse on parts reuse. It's just a variant we didn't have, now we have it. It comes out in February. It's on P Bandai US and Japan. SH Figure Arts Ultra Dad exists.
Spoilers for Rising for people who haven't seen it.
Spoilers for Rising.
Warning.
Yeah, whatever. Ultra Dad from Ultraman Rising.
Don't worry, it's not going to get its sequel, supposedly.
We'll see what happens, I guess.
I mean, Netflix is the decider on that.
Yeah, Netflix is the decider, and nobody in Hollywood's greenlighting things lately because of slipping money and possible strikes. Anyways, he looks amazing. It's Ultra Dad. Here he is.
I love his. You know, if you do,
he also comes with a beam effect for Rising.
You could do the fodder son. You could do the fodder son Cetrian beam.
Yep. He is listed as a P Bandai exclusive in Japan, but when you click the US tab, nothing pops up, so he might be a retail release here.
You know what you must do, Soundout, if you get him alongside Ken. You need to get your fodder to do the Specium fodder son thing as the intro bit of the review.
That's a great idea. Yeah, no, that's a great idea. Might do that.
But at the end, like you're both holding each respective figure. Like you're holding Ken with the straight up arm, and Dad's holding the Ultra Dad figure art on the other hand. There. I
like this idea. I'll have to come up with something like that. That's too good. And I got till January to figure it out. So that's that. In the world of I forgot to switch to the SH Figure Arts tab, and I'm doing it now. Deku from My Hero Academia has been revealed, and he is the most
current
recent
outfit?
Yeah.
Yes, his current outfit, which I'm really happy about because I was really worried Bandai would just choose like the season 1-2 outfits. So I'm really glad.
I saw that the Figma, the Amazing Yamaguchi, and the Figure Arts all have different outfits.
Yes, because Deku does get different outfits throughout the series. So I'm really glad they choose the final outfit. It makes it more unique. And
especially
honestly, he is the best.
It's ending soon.
Yeah, no, and the next,
and I heard his final outfit is a casket.
I mean, no, the deck was in the casket at the beginning of the series. But no, I'm really happy. He looks great. He's the best looking Deku because I feel like the Mazy Yamaguchi one looked a bit off model for my taste. So I'm really happy with this one.
Figuarts Jump characters have just been killing it lately.
Yeah.
All right, next up, DC Multiverse Time. In case someone cares, they made a zombie Shazam. Or no, a vampire Shazam.
No one asked for this.
This is part of... No, it's not DC's, right? It was
DC versus Vampires, right? Yeah.
They keep making these figures. Todd keeps making these figures.
I mean, hey, Walmart.
I guess they're just easy repaint. Yeah, they're easy repaints to make.
Good Walmart exclusive fodder. Why the hell is Max Mercury's first figure in 80 years exclusive to Walmart? I had to order it and pay $7 for shipping.
Wait, he has there was a previous toy? I don't know if it was his first, honestly.
No. He's existed for 80 years.
Oh, so this is his first, okay.
This is his first toy in 80 years. As in, he's never had any, but he's been around for 80 years.
Okay. So I'm really glad.
He used to be named Quicksilver.
And then, the other one.
And Max Mercury. Yeah. He was
gone
for several decades, but yeah.
I'm really happy they've been doing the whole Flash family
Me too.
in McFarlane. We need Jesse, and I think we just need Jesse left, and there's probably other ones I'm blanking on.
We need Jesse, we need Wally's kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I ordered them begrudgingly with the $7 shipping fee because I wasn't going to buy anything else on Walmart.
Hey, Walmart shipping's good, at least.
At least, yeah. He'll when he ships, he'll be here the same day, basically. All right, next up, we have the G.I. Joe San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, as you can see teased here. As you can see...
Oh, it's weird they left out the Ichigo that was, I think, announced today.
What Ichigo?
The blood.
Oh, I didn't feel like talking about Bleach stuff. I don't know nothing about it.
Sam doesn't know nothing about Bleach.
It has cloth goods. And
the cloth goods is really good.
They solved Bleach pants problem by giving him cloth goods. Yeah.
Goods, yeah. It's once a man.
Yes. It's interesting they used field roadblock and not the classic heavy artillery.
It's roadblock. Doesn't matter.
This is Once a Man Cobra Commander. This is Cobra Commander's mutated snake form from G.I. Joe the movie. I talked about how much I love G.I. Joe the movie just recently, and now they're just giving me a thing that's perfect exclusive, by the way. Absolutely perfect exclusive, because most people don't need this.
I still love they did it, because I love the G.I. Joe.
I mean, I want that torso for customs.
Oh, yeah, the great custom fodder, actually, yeah.
He's got the face mask, he's got the snake head. He's got swappable parts, so you can go through his whole identity crisis, plus a completely separate second snake body.
Once a man.
Once a man. It's so cool to see this. They also put Globulus on the package, and by golly, they better give me a Globulus.
I mean, they revealed Nemesis before this one, which makes sense. So I think we're getting Globulus.
And I do love that his official name is Cobra Commander. Parentheses. Once a man.
Once a man. Love the packaging art.
Mm-hmm.
Love the packaging art. It's so good.
Damn it. Star Wars got me on an exclusive. It's Darth Maul and his little Ski-Doo.
Okay, I thought it was the lamest one, so you can explain.
So the reason they get me... welcome, Stargos. The reason they get me here is because I have nostalgia for this little stupid Ski-Doo thing, because I had the original toy of it.
Okay.
And the other reason they get me is that instead of having to buy that 3-pack of Darth Maul, Qui-Gon, and Obi-Wan to get the new Darth Maul body, I can just get this.
Okay, so it's a new Darth... I just thought it was just another Darth Maul.
Yeah, it's the same Darth Maul that's in the 3-pack.
He has new joints and such like that?
Yeah, he's got new joints, he's got cloth robe, that kind of thing. If I can't get this one, I'm not going to be super beat up about it. I have to get Once a Man, and I want to get the next one we're going to talk about. This is if I can get this, I want to get it.
The new Transformers Red figure?
Yeah, we're going to talk about Transformers in a moment. But I love the way this looks, and I love that where's the packaging shot? The packaging's beautiful.
Oh yeah, the packaging's great.
Where's the packaging? Come on. How many photos? There we go. Packaging is just straight up the old Phantom Menace box stuff.
Which I love.
Spin Dash says, why is the color so bright, though? It looks like a darker brown in the movie. Yes, because Black Series is a stickler for accuracy when they want to short us on accessories from Morgan Elsbeth. They're not a stickler for accuracy when it comes to color and detail. Anyways, the next up, the Transformers Marvel Legends, I guess it's a new subline, Death's Head.
No, Transformers. No, it's Wheels Set. No, it's Wheels Set. Transformers Red.
Transformers Red. Anyways, Death's Head for the. This is actually the Marvel news.
I need this.
A lot of us need this.
Oh man.
For those unaware,
I never thought they could do this figure. Honestly.
Here's the thing.
It.
They cheated. Anyways, Death's Head is a character that appeared in the Transformers and Action Force magazine, which had the Transformers UK comics by Marvel UK. Death's Head himself is a Marvel creation and therefore owned by Marvel, which is why the character has gone on to have different iterations within the Marvel universe. He also had a time where he fought the Third Doctor, but because Doctor Who magazine was published by Marvel UK.
Because remember, they did do a
was he a companion in the Doctor Who comics? It wasn't just. I thought he was a villain.
No, he was a villain. I think it was. We did get Death's Head in Legends before, right? For our Guardians wave, right?
We got Death's Head 2, the '90s reboot of him. This figure is based on the classic Death's Head, and Transformers fans are pointing it out because he debuted in Transformers stories of the Marvel UK comics. However, I must note that this is the version of Death's Head that appeared in Marvel-related material later. The Transformers-related version was actually a green. His design changed so that he could be legally distinct.
So it's a cheating figure.
It's a cheating figure.
Yeah, but I want it.
Yes, I want it.
Yeah, I want it too.
He looks so great.
It's still the same face. They just changed the colors.
Yep. So he was in a Doctor Who comic because Marvel UK had a magazine that was Doctor Who magazine. They had Planet of the Apes magazine. They had Transformers and Action Force magazine.
I kind of wish
he was a companion even. That's great. Okay.
I kind of wish Death's Head fought the monkeys. Oh, so that'd be great.
That would have been great.
Death's Head is just a dude that just fights everybody.
Mm-hmm. And specifically, this Death's Head seems to be based on the recent miniseries that Simon Furman did of Death's Head, so that way it gets out of the legal trap as well. Scotty,
fight Optimus Prime.
Scotty, we just switched from Monday to today this week because my internet was out on Monday, so that's why. We'll be back to Monday next week. Anyways, I find it funny too that TFW was like, we're reporting on this because it's technically a Transformer figure.
Rob Pollock mentioned also he has new pinless like silver like I'm not sure what's the correct term, but the Colossus style legs. Yes. So we might get a new Colossus. There might be a chance we might get a chance of getting a pinless Colossus eventually.
That'd be great.
Using his parts.
Muteki, Wednesdays do not work for me most weeks. I gotta do them on Mondays. I don't like to overlap streaming as we do. We just did it for this week. All right. The Fractured Friendship 2-pack of Optimus Prime and Megatron from War Within features, oh my god, retire Siege Megatron already. My goodness.
That mold's like, kill me, please. At this point, I imagine.
I need it gone.
Is that Springer's iconic hammer he has?
Yes, it is. I think it is Springer's iconic hammer. Now in
I know the sword.
Now in strawberry popsicle flavor.
I know the swords were used from the Powder Prime's Nemesis. I think.
Yeah, some of the stuff comes from different things. Some of it comes from Minor Megatron. It's the most boring of the two. The other one is an Orion Pax done off of the War for Cybertron mold.
That went to the gym!
Yeah, he beefed up, and on top of that, he's better. He has closed off back section, so you no longer see his hands, and he's taller.
He's also taller. This Orion, like the meme of where do you go to the gym? Where do you go? What gym do you go? The library. This is that Orion Pax.
Yep.
He is he's a data clerk, but he's swole.
I want this, but I don't want to get this 2-pack.
It's $75 as well, so they're charging you $5 extra for those leg covers.
Also, that packaging makes you laugh because it just looks like some weird fighting game cover.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 6 loading screen.
Basically.
Yeah. They just need to do the grins at each other. But this is pretty much the glorified Watch Transformers 1, the box set, pretty much.
Essentially. Now, these are all these exclusive for Hasbro are going to be sold at Comic-Con, but you need to reserve a time to go to the booth on the Hasbro Pulse website ahead of time. And then after the show, they will sell them on Pulse as well.
I do. So hopefully Death's Head won't sell out immediately.
I would say as soon as they announce when those are going up, because that's what Pulse does, I'd be right on it. I would not be waiting. I would just grab... I think Death's Head and Darth Maul are going to be the ones that are going to be after it the most.
Oh, yeah.
And then Cobra Commander, and then this thing will probably sit around and go on. They said limited quantities on Pulse. That is the correct term. from the press release that Falcon's Tech said. They said that last year, and yet you can still buy last year's con exclusives on sale.
You know,
but we are living in 2024, which is not 2023. They have adjusted quantities, I'm sure.
Hey, Soundout, I mildly missed the days of Hasbro Toy Shop, LOL, when there were no times given and you just
You mean when we stayed up for 72 hours waiting for Bruticus and Zombie Cliffjumper?
The dark times.
The dark
because Hasbro Toy Shop would not announce when they'd put exclusives up, and they could drop them in the middle of the night, they could drop them in the middle of the day. Every year it had been a completely different day and time.
I remember we
all sat on a Skype call for 72 hours waiting for the exclusives to go up. We didn't want to miss
exactly, because there was literally one time where I was asleep on the call, and that, like, we were just taking shifts of sleeping. We were just, like, all sleeping, and there's, like, one part where, like, my camera's on, and I'm just against the desk.
In the stream chat, put this up.
What up?
In the stream chat.
Oh.
In the stream chat.
Oh. Here we go. This is...
Yeah, it was wild.
This is incredibly helpful, actually, because I did not know this. There's the Seventh Doctor and Death's Head having drinks together. Thank you, Random Will. That's amazing. Okay.
I like how Muteki thinks I'm going to be sad if they make a new Bruticus.
No, that was the War for Cybertron Bruticus, and we've already had a new Bruticus.
Bro doesn't know I love Bruticus.
Wheels will buy any Bruticus you make.
Usually. Well, okay, I don't buy third-party ones, but I almost did.
Yeah, it's true. All right. Now it's time for our favorite segment. It's back. Transformers Leak Watch 2024.
Leak Watch 2024.
The first one here is funny. It's a 2-pack that we had listings for. Psychos, why am I going to the DMs? Hold on. It might be news.
For these nuts.
Oh my god, they just announced frickin' another figure art.
Yeah, like Spin Dash said.
Yep.
Also, you can just say it for Hero Club.
I will just show it, and we're not going to talk about it. We're just going to show it real quick. Because I will talk about it next week when there's probably details and stuff. It's Kamen Rider Dread from Gotchard, which is not too
Kamen Rider Burn My Dread.
Burn My Dread.
Smith the Crow, I do not cover Lego on the show because that's not a world I'm familiar enough with to feel like I have a say in things.
Well, I mean, if Unity, Duty, and Destiny happen, then you'll have a say.
Yeah, if Bionicle hadn't died, I would be more into it. I don't collect I can't judge Lego stuff because I don't buy it. That being said, I'm still looking for it. If anybody can get me an X-Jet on clearance, I'm looking for like a $45-$50 range on that thing. Anyways, back to Transformers. The Bludgeon and Ruckus 2-pack for the Mayhem Attack Squad has been leaked. This is the Tarn mold for Bludgeon. This is Bludgeon's pre-Pretender form from IDW.
It is slightly remolded because the chest and head is new.
Yes, chest and head are new. It looks great.
You know what's funny about Ruckus? I'm going to put in the stream chat. Here's the funny thing about Ruckus. Put in the stream chat.
Don't tell me his sticker details are in the wrong... Oh my god! Again? Freaking... Okay. Hasbro, I don't know what goes on at your company. Get your own sources. Stop using wikis. Okay, so for context, this is what Ruckus looks like on the Transformers wiki. The stickers on his arms are misplaced. Therefore, they're not supposed to be there, right? So this new figure has the stickers molded into the arms.
Oops.
Okay, anyways. I'm gonna get Ruckus, because TriggerBot, or TriggerCon, I like him. He's a Beachcomber retool. And I don't mind getting this Bludgeon, because he looks cool. I like his colors. They're unique and fun.
He does look like puking spaghetti,
Psycho has said, how often does this happen? This is the third time.
Quiet is a few from what I understand.
The third time this year. Anyways, I think the colors look... I just like something different, and I think that's what I'm into.
It gives you that G2 vibe. Though, you just look at him with a face in his chest.
And this will be the... I don't have time to get into it right now, Psycho. I got to wrap the stream up. We'll have to do a whole segment on how many times this Hasbro screwed up because of fan wikis. Anyways, I like it, and I'm into it.
Isn't that just Power Rangers?
Don't start me. Happens all the time with Black Series. See any clone. Have you also seen all of the Imperial Lieutenants that have stripes for commanders and stuff? Star Wars stripes. That's another conversation. Vader's chest box. Moving on. The weirdest leak ever, actually I should say the funniest leak ever happened. This photo of an Optimus Prime playing a piano came and was posted somewhere, and then people were like, wait a second, is that the Commander Class 86 Optimus?
Look, he's just relaxing, man. He just, he doesn't care he's being leaked. He just wants to play his piano. He's playing some.
He just wants to play some Dre, man.
Yeah. Yep.
This is the funniest leak I've ever seen. Like,
I figured I'd make it sweet.
Right?
This is Prime just going, don't stop me now.
I just imagine him playing the Peanuts theme.
Yeah, dude.
I love how I'm the only one here. Like, going, no one, really?
No.
Like me and Kaz are the only ones with Dre. Not thinking of Dre.
Dre's good too. I mean, it's options.
I was just saying, I figured I was the one to make that city. Like, who knew?
He really likes. Yeah, he really likes Billy Joel.
And in the weirdest leak we have of the week, if you guys remember, this Thundertron pack leaked a few weeks ago. Well, it hasn't been officially revealed by Hasbro yet, but you can click on this link and go to Walmart and pre-order it. There's no images, but you can pre-order it. You can also pre-order the thing that we haven't actually gotten a full look at. I think the instruction sheet leaked somehow. Oh, I guess you can't anymore. Anyways, at one point you could pre-order Road Pig.
Who's Road Pig?
Is
that like is that another?
I hear Road Pig and I think of the G.I. Joe character, so my brain's not working. But yeah, if you want this Thundertron pack, you can order him on Walmart. You just can't look at pictures of them. Hasbro, get on revealing things, because even Walmart's telling you you're taking too long.
Is it secret? Is it secret Scuzoid?
That would be great if it was Scuzoid, but I don't think it is. Let's go look up who. I'm gonna look up who Road Pig is, and then I need to go because my comic shop closes in 52 minutes.
Probably just gonna be a rock. It's probably gonna be another rock dude, probably.
It's a G2 laser cycle. That's correct, Master Ben.
Okay.
And he's probably using the Junkion mold.
Okay.
The one that was the bike. Because look, here he is.
Oh yeah, Zelda mentioned. Bert Sennen, the composer of Dino Fury, is dropping the OST. He
has
later
said
this month.
There's something happening July 12th, and it said it was a logo. Bert Sennen had a logo, and it said July 12th, and it had hashtag Power Rangers Dino Fury, hashtag soundtrack. I hope that means he's releasing the soundtrack on that day, but it's not up to him, it's up to Hasbro, who said we were getting the Beast Wars soundtrack on June 28th, and that did not happen.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I mean...
I'm not getting my hopes up yet, but I'm hoping that's what it is. It just,
I hope it is, because the Dino Fury soundtrack is good.
But I don't know what happened to the Beast Wars soundtrack. It's been 5 days since it's supposed to be out.
They're part of Allspark now, that's what happened.
Yeah. What were you saying, Kaus? I kind of...
I was disagreeing.
Oh, okay, cool. Wasn't sure. Anyways, that's what Road Pig looks like, everybody. So expect I think it's the Junkion one that's going to be coming, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the news. My comic book closing soon. It's time to wrap this up.
And that sounds like scuttle to the comic shop after this. No, you should bring the webcam with you.
I would, but it's built into my desktop. I can't just rip it out like eyeballs. There was a great moment in an X-Men comic where Nightcrawler ripped out Sabretooth's eyeballs. It was great.
Oh my god.
Anyways. Mild Wolverine number 50 spoilers. Wolverine thought he grabbed another part of Sabretooth, but that's it for the news. You guys want to plug stuff?
Well, Jerry, what happened yesterday?
Well, yeah, you would have known Soundout's internet was out for Monday if you were there yesterday. At twitch.tv/FighterCows. 4 p.m. Eastern, Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays is KOF, and Fridays is Fate.
Wheels, what site do we run?
Hero Club, damn it. You need to support us at hero-club.com.
Check out
Patreon using Hero Club for Life, where you can follow us across social media. Tonight on twitch.tv, 9 p.m. Eastern, Hero Club Weekly. We do the news.
Check out our newest interview that got uploaded to our official YouTube channel.
Damn right.
Because we were
Bruno Patrick.
I edited that video interview.
I love how we had to originally it was supposed to go up Friday or actually today. But then Bruno was like, "Oh, let me show my buddies." When I said, "Hey man, we'll schedule a date when you tell me it's okay to post it." And then I guess he liked it, sent it to one of the other guys that does Guyver content. They leaked it, and I was like, "Well, gotta go up now."
Yeah, might as well hit the mercenary release button now.
Yep.
But yeah, check that out. I edited that video.
At least Bruno's peoples are helping me with something else.
Huzzah! Anyways, you can follow me at Darko643 on YouTube. I do commissions like you want to see this very channel. You want any, feel free to DM me in the Twitter or on Sound Discord protocols. Link in the description below. And check out our interview. I work hard editing that video. It was a really fun time editing that video.
Yeah, because me and Ryan were just like clowning on really weird stuff the entire time.
Yeah.
Like we even made a joke how like, Ryan, man, I should have took the times. Oh man, this would have been great for us to just stream us editing this because of how hilarious
it just nothingness while you find the timestamps.
Yeah, there were like just things with me and Ryan just ranting about dumb stuff. I'm looking for the timestamps.
Well, on that note, there is still 2 videos this week coming out. New short tomorrow, kind of video of my One Piece Cafe experience, and then Friday will be a short compilation. So have a happy holiday for everyone in the U.S. who celebrates 4th of July. I'm taking the rest of the week off. I'm not doing any more work this week. It's gonna be great. This is my one day
That's
at
a
work,
lie.
So it's exciting. Niels, you can be quiet. I sent you toys today. I don't have to work for you today.
Sound job and just talking to a bunch of internet people.
It's true. It's true. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We will be back next Monday. We're not changing it permanently. It was just
unless the storm comes back.
You know what? I'll just stream off my phone if that's the case. Anyways, it threw off my whole schedule. Anyways, next Monday we'll be back live, and I hope you guys all enjoy the rest of the week. Have a great week. Enjoy the weather if the weather's nice. Go play in the rain. Like here, it keeps raining, so I'm gonna go play in the rain, I guess. And we will see you guys next week, next Monday. Same bat time, same bat channel, different bat day of the week. Latest.